Yeah, if you're watching this live though. So friendly friends, with one line of message, Mayegun today. Things are getting interesting or becoming more and more interesting. The Nigeria military, Chief of Defense Staff, has given a presser today that they are ready to crush this protest. They only need Tinubu to give them the command. Thank you. What today? I'm sorry for the late start again. Good morning to you. Good afternoon to you. And good evening to you as you are joining this broadcasts. This hour. It is Mayegun and this is live. Yeah, if you're watching this live though. Today is the second day of the 10 days planned days of rage to end bad governance in Nigeria. And in the last 48 hours, we have seen that Thiefnubu has no plan whatsoever to even look into what the demands are, the demands of these Nigerians. They have been tagged, they have been labeled as insurrectionists. They said they will be charged for treason because standing up for or standing against economic hardship is a form of rebellion, especially when the person you are standing up against, you only just spend a year. They've given different excuses. None of this works so far, but it is now tilting towards violence. And Thiefnubu is yet to utter a single word. People said is just following the template of Bokwari Mumumadu, who developed a bit of defense mechanism against, the people calling him out at the time. He just pretended that he didn't know. Just tell them you didn't know. And that's exactly what seems like what Thiefnubu is doing. A lot of agenda has been pushed by Thiefnubu and his gang. And right now, it seems that they are at the end of their shenanigans. Can they turn this around? I don't think so. The Nigeria military have granted an interview, a presser today, which means they notified the public that the leadership of the Nigeria military, they are not comfortable with the way you are expressing. You're supposed to say rejection of Thiefnubu's policy. They don't like it. And all they need right now is just one command. Go after them, and this whole protest will be over in few hours. They are blaming that on the violence that has been recorded so far. The Nigerian police have killed 13 people. Most of them are from the IDP camps. I'm talking about the people Nigeria abandoned after the Boko Haram invaded their villages, killed their parents, and then they turned them into the refugee camps. So they have been shot, killed, and the Nigeria military, even the police, they are blaming it on the campaigners for end bad governance. So there is no dialogue or negotiation on their table. The police said, or the police IG said last night that enough, no more protest. In Jigawa, where the protest was also hijacked by politically sponsored thugs, vandalized properties, and looted shops. Their government declared curfew. The protesters were not protected by the police. In fact, in some places, they allowed the arson to happen, like in Kano. Even the Kano state governor came out last night after declaring curfew that the people that destroyed properties in Kano and those who led the looting in Kano, they were actually really mobilized by politicians. You know them, they won't really point fingers, like not like that guy in Bayelsa, but we'll get to that part anyway. So the Nigerian security agents who said they have received intel, intelligence here, intelligence there, people want to disrupt the protest, they want to hijack the protest. They are allowing those who want to hijack the protest, sponsored by them, to actually carry out all of this violence so that they can tell you and say, Shebi, we told you that some people will hijack it now, enough. Meanwhile, on the streets, Nigerians are already saying they are tired of being told what to do. If you want to obey what they say to you, it's up to you. But they are tired of obeying these criminals. So it is about to get really, really, really hot. So Kano declared curfew yesterday. This morning, the Kano people, they breached the curfew. They came out in large numbers again. I have the videos, okay? Same thing in Jigawa. They declared curfew in Jigawa, where the protesters, as claimed, touched the APC secretariat. This morning, everyone was out again in large numbers, even larger than yesterday. Today, same thing happened in Borno State, in Maiduguri to be precise. Yesterday, some of the protesters, they were vandalizing the public infrastructure, like, this slab on their gutters, the drainage system, right? The slabs on them, the cover, they were removing them and breaking them into pieces to use them as stones to stone the security agent. They were shooting tear gas at them, right? So they declared curfew in Maiduguri yesterday, 24 hours curfew. This morning, when people woke up, the protests resumed and the curfew was trashed. And the number that came out, even the policemen in Maiduguri today, they will tell you, they thank God that they probably returned home this evening. The number almost tripled, right? And Maiduguri or Borno State is where Zulum has been running a sole administrative government. He has people on social media who are promoting his, his incompetence, where he has turned a government into a charity sort of, right? While they pretended that more than half of the states I'm talking about half of the local government in the entire states, they are no longer under the control of Nigeria, totally taken over by Boko Haram and other terrorists. You see those who escape from those local government areas, most of them are those who are living in Maiduguri. Those are the people that Zulum will collect all of the 27 or so local government allocation every month, collect his own allocation, even take a grant from all the grants, people who are donating money to the victims of terrorism in Borno State. It will take all those donations, right? Now, all this money, okay, they just sit down and write the election results for the entire local government areas in the entire state, right? They will write the results, appoint people. All of them are staying in Maiduguri. Do you get that now? It's like, let me use an example of your state. Your state is really big as well, right? Now imagine that Ibadan, they have like about 4 or so local government areas, right? So now imagine that out of over 20 local governments in your state, only 5 local government areas are actually under the government of your states. But Seyi Makinde is collecting money for the entire state's local government areas. Meanwhile, the people living in those local government areas are those who cannot they can no longer run away. Majority of them have already moved to Ibadan. So all Seyi needed to do is just to find a space. He can decide to just build like 100 houses. Here you get. Remember, all of the allocation, everything comes to him. He may just build like 100 houses and say he's giving it to them for free. Security is improving. Look at this property and all of that. Whenever he's sharing food to those people, right? Whenever you share food to them, like in bags, and they take pictures, they show them to us. Oh, this guy is trying, you know. Meanwhile, more than half of his estates are no longer under the control of Nigeria, right? The people there, they are now paying taxes to terrorists in Borno State, no joke. So people were so shocked when they saw hungry people on the street of Maiduguri. Shebi Zulum is trying now. Zulum is one of the best governors now. And that is what most of them were hiding when they told their people that protest is haram. Because you know what? It will actually really expose all the lies. And it may not even end there. Because at the end of the whole smoke, they may all be gone at the end of it all. But right now, they believe that they don't want what happened during the NSAS to happen again. They do not want you to become so comfortable, and the protests will become so spread that around that time they will be forced to negotiate. This is why, if you have a chance, you don't need to travel to go and participate in any protest. You can participate right there in your hometown. You can participate on your streets. You don't need to go far. Stay around. Show solidarity. Then upload the video. This social media is their number one enemy. Because this is a place where information is unfiltered. You get that now? Information is unfiltered. They drop them as, drop it like it's hot. So the way the whole thing is going, you see that theory, the theory that northern Nigerian people, they are not on social media. All of you shouting on social media. Not only, that theory has been defeated when northerners were making TikTok videos in their tens of thousands every day. It's like producing, let's say, 40,000, 50,000 videos from northern Nigeria all together every day. And 90% of those videos, they are talking about the situation in northern Nigeria. They are talking about the corruption. They are talking about the religious manipulation. They are talking about government manipulation. You see this, right? If it continues, according to them, it's going to snowball into something that's not only Nigeria. It's going to spread to Ghana. It's going to spread to Benin Republic. It's going to, all these French-speaking, English-speaking West Africa, they won't be safe for these dictators and criminals running them. So their military is now threatening. Just for a bit of an understanding, okay? You see this first video I'm going to share with you, right? It's coming from the collection of all that happened, right? But the one very important video, which is the first one you're going to watch, is these guys telling everyone that this is why. Don't let that be lost on you. Don't listen to the propaganda and the lies they are cooking up and all the tribal stuff, okay? This is why everyone is on the streets. Now let's go let's go there.
Thousands of Nigerians are currently participating in the End Bad Governance in Nigeria protest, and I'd like to just articulate the demands. So a couple of demands have been flying around, and I think that a lot of people came together and unified them. And for that unified list, I would like to list out so it's very clear and there's no mistake, right? There's reinstate subsidy regime, and number 2 is establish a living wage, and then we have end insecurity and protect farmers. Then we have reconstitute the Nigerian electoral body, and then there's release NSAS protesters. We have the scrap the 1999 constitution, and then declare a state of emergency in education, judicial reforms, ban or provide a ban on foreign medical trips, and then there is energy sector development. Then we have probe and recover looted funds. Then there's government waste reduction, there's infrastructure, and then there's reform the legislative system. I'm going to put this compiled list for you to go through, and I'll also put like the individual list that you can look through and just decide which one fits you. You don't have to agree with all of them to participate. And I think that a lot of people don't even have this articulated. People are literally just out there because there's hunger in the land. And I think that, that's like the most pious of demands to make. It's like, yo, I am hungry, and it's literally like, if I don't eat, I'm gonna die. So what more is important than that, right? So that's just what it is. And I think that nobody should come up with this kind of subliminal messaging that will try to discourage protesters, because protesters are just protesting. okay, and the people that have done violence against the protesters aren't the protesters but the police. So yeah, I just wanted to do that, and yes, so use the correct hashtags, and let's keep the whole conversation going online and offline.
Yoruba people, they are one of the weakest links in Nigeria. Hear me out. As wildly read, as wildly exposed, enlightened, entertaining, wildly traveled, as wildly everything as the Yoruba people are, they are one of the most gullible people in Nigeria. Yes, I'm a Yoruba and I know what I'm saying. We are one of the weakest links in this country. Yeah. So please, before one person will come and say, so if you're not going to listen to what I have to say, move. This post is not for you, okay? The reason why I said what I said is because I have not seen in any time where they say something major is about to happen in Nigeria and the tribe to go to cause chaos is not the Yorubas. Yes. I understand that the Hausas too are gullible, but I'm not going to talk about them because I'm not a northerner. I'm going to talk about the Yorubas because I'm one and I see firsthand what they do. If there's going to be any major thing in Nigeria, the people they always go to cause chaos are the Yorubas. Why? I don't think I've seen any Igbo person being bribed to cause chaos against his own people. I don't think so. But see the government bribing the Yorubas to come and cause chaos up and down. The mumus them. They too, they're carrying placards saying all sort of nonsense. Imagine the nerve of them now using tradition to come and do their nonsense job for them. Saying Oro has to come out. Oro. Really? Today I saw some traditionalists in Ikorodu saying they're against the protest. The money they've given you, yes, that poverty that is many, that is knocking you and your lineage down. The money they are bribing you with, will it erase the poverty? That's what you should ask. If you want to come bribe me, be ready to give me a ministerial appointment. If not, we are not talking. 100,000 naira. What really like yen? One if you dawa la le. If you buy 100,000 kilo to waku, and you put no line ni rori. Egbo wotan no. Lẹ́yìn yẹn náà nǹkan inú yakole tún padà sí ni. If then instead of you to sit and fight for what is right, you are there letting them bribe you with a bag of rice that you will finish in no time. And you ọ̀rọ̀ lárí, ọmọ tí ò yẹ kó gbé sórí bẹ́ẹ̀dì ẹ̀yin ọmọ lẹ́lẹ̀. And you like lójútì. They will not tell you go and cause chaos. You will not ask questions. Imagine that Charade Tinubu coming to the market and telling you people to tell your children not to protest. How many people would they arrest? Tell me. How many people would they arrest? At most, they will lock the market. After that, they will open it. She had the guts to call you people together and be telling you to tell your children not to protest against their father. And Yoruba joke ori nyokbe. And like I said, if anybody comes for me asking me and telling me ni what you will only have a problem with my post if you are guilty. If your family is guilty. Your father is in politics and is doing rubbish. Your mother is there chopping money. Even you are there, you are chopping money. You are the only person that will have problem with this post. But if anybody comes for me and tell me you're not and you Yoruba like lojuti oshi, you're stronger than you know.
Hey, police, Oga, where your paper? Oga, where your paper? Every junction, police day. Hey, police day.
What are we saying? Hey, bad governance. What are we saying?
Hey, bad governance.
Hey, bad governance.
Yo, 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 yo.
We can no longer keep quiet. See, the fact is that me as a person, it is better. I die in the hand of Tinubu than to die in the hand of bandits. Let me die in the hand of government hand.
Hold on. See, yes, just hold on.
You and I, we are here, and we are going to do it together. Maiduguri, Borno State. In Maiduguri, some put up consider buttons. Ku kalla mutane iya kallon ku. Wannan Maiduguri kenan al'umman bulunkutu sun fito sun shiga cikin gari daga nan har gwamnati house insha Allah. Muna saman flyover Borno Express. Na? Eh.
Yeah. And that is just to give you like a snippet. That was a snippet to what you are still going to see tonight. What happened all over Nigeria today. So you've seen people from Lagos, you've seen them in Abuja, you've seen from the Maiduguri, you saw that, Abi. You've seen from Port Harcourt. The last part of the video, that's from Port Harcourt, River State. Thiefnubu is yet to say a word, to the point that some people are beginning to feel like, where is Thiefnubu? Right now, the protesters are going to begin to possibly demand, where is Thiefnubu? In about 15 states, protesters have already, they are beginning to move closer to the government houses. In Taraba, in Jigawa, they have moved closer to the government house in Kano. They have moved closer to the government house, in Lagos, in Alausa. And right now, they are still peaceful, even though the military is threatening them, threatening to crush and kill them. The police, they are also threatening to crush and kill them. But there's something I need to share with you in this video, okay? It's also a combined one, all right? Those who looted in Kano yesterday, you've heard the news. And in fact, some of you believe that that justifies any act of violence against the protesters. But what they didn't tell you was that in that same Kano, all the recovered stolen loot, all the looted shops and what have you, there were those who stopped, not only stopped them, but went after some of them and got majority of that thing, those things back. They were protesters. They didn't tell you that one. That there are protesters who actually were there to did their best to stop the looting and recover most of those things back from them. So police came back later and arrested 52 people. Well, they didn't show you this video I'm going to share with you. Just so you know that whatever story they are making up to justify any violence against the protesters, there is always something they are leaving out. But if I find it, I will find it though, right? I'll show you. There are others, including Canary Dino, in this video you're about to watch, right? But the first one were the protesters that defended some of the shops, some of the properties, and recovered some of the loot and protected them until police came. Watch.
And
wasu daga cikin ɓata garin 'yan zanga-zanga suka ɗebo su, wasu daga cikin 'yan zanga-zanga kuma so kwace mutane su a waje ɗaya. So na dai ga mutane da suka kwace da suka zanga-zanga wasu kwace kayan mutane su kuma wannan ban ana nake ganin su kwace su nan buhun fulawa ne daga tiku da mai da makaroni da taliya da sauran kayan bukatu na yau da gobe na mutane kenan.
Mai mu yanci muka zo nema, shi yasa muka hana tafi da kayan nan tun da safe muna nan gurin saboda a tabbatar da mu yancin muke nema ba wanda zai mana sata muna kallon sa mu kyale shi tafi da kayan gwamnati. Mu yanci muke nema muna buƙatar a mana adalci. Muke a mana adalci a ƙasar nan. Yawwa. Kawai soja an ci ƙasa. Yawwa. Soja an ci ƙasa ko tsaro mun samu.
Everyone, you know what's up in this Sowore area? Yes, this is where we born and brought up. As we dey like this, we know every day against the government. Because we want to be patient for government to do what they are doing. So we believe on this, our government. I know say he go deliver. I be not deliver. So everyone, this Sowore, everywhere is peaceful.
Oh yeah, Kabinu. Oh yeah, Kabinu. Gàrí wọn, búrẹ́dì wọn, ebi ń pa mẹ̀kúnnù, ó yẹ ká bínú, ó yẹ ká bínú, ó yẹ ká bínú, búrẹ́dì wọn, ìrẹsì wọn, ebi ń pa mẹ̀kúnnù, ó yẹ ká bínú. I use this opportunity to call on the federal government and indeed the presidency to take the demand of these protesters very seriously. Take their demands and prayers seriously. Hunger is the only unifying factor today in Nigeria. Hungry people are angry people. We must, as a country, respect the demand of our citizens. So government must meet with the demands of the protesters. Hungry man is an angry man. And to the protesters, please do not destroy public properties. They are our properties. It's like destroying our common patrimony. Let's have a peaceful demand and peaceful protest, and Nigeria, by the grace of God, we shall overcome. God bless Nigeria.
Where are they going?
Oh, got you. Now, again, they were just like a mixture of what have you. I mean, I saw these comments on Facebook. If you don't want to share Bruku, you better stay yourself, because if your papa is Salt Majasola, you go collect you Olori Bruku like you. Shuri Eyele Bioloroye. Oloma Ekefenu Yeko Baibu. That's the second time somebody is going to actually threaten me on behalf of Igbo. One pè yín lólè. Ẹ tún gbọ́mọ ẹran jó. Wọ́n lápá àyàn níyín. It one threatening Mayegun in public. One of them said, "Will you this Mayegun? You better don't come to Nigeria. If you come to Nigeria, we go deal with you. Who be your this so way they talk about Igbo? Alone threatening me in public. Wọ́n pè yín ní pààyàn-pààyàn. Ọ̀daràn. Fàyàwọ́. Kí ló ti ń pè? There are so many things to pè yín. You are facelessly. You are hiding behind your Facebook facelessly. One way that is threatening the Igbos that lives in lives in squalor in Ikorodu, is their case now has reached the topper one now, Abi? Do you think you can hide behind one fraudulent name on social media and they won't get you? One last assassin ni, one la pààyàn ni, criminal ni, firewall ni, anything to bá ti jọmọ́ iṣẹ́ bí lọ́wọ́ associate mọ́ yín. It one threat in Mayegun lórí social media. Ẹ rí pé ẹ lọ́pọlọ ẹ̀gbọ́n. Ẹ jẹ́ kó máa wáyà. They send them over. Do you get that now? Ẹ máa send them over. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa fẹnu yín kó bá finally nìyẹn. You understand? Ṣe bí na flex àbí clout lẹ́ ń chase àbí? Mi ò ní problem pẹ̀lú ẹ̀yin. Ṣorí ẹni tẹ́ fẹ́ fẹnu yín kó bá yẹn. Ṣorí when and touch am. Ṣe gbọ́ tí ọwọ́ bá tẹ̀ tán, right? Ó yóò fúnra ẹ̀ ló máa lé yín mú kíra fúnra ẹ̀ báyìí ló máa lé yín mú fúnra ẹ̀. Ìyàbọ̀ lórí burúkú ni ẹ fẹ́ bá yé mi jẹ́. Wọ́n sọ fún yín sìn ẹ̀ ń ṣorí burúkú ẹ̀ ń bẹ́ kákàkiri, right? Ẹ máa send the threat yẹn bọ̀, right? Kẹ máa forúkọ ẹ̀ sí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń send ẹ̀ yẹn o, so that a lè máa rí iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ yín. Ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú elébi olóòórùn. Ẹ fẹ́ fi mí kọ̀rọ̀ sọ. Má jà sọ lákọ̀, má jà sébi ni. Anyway, going forward, right? We have those who are believing that why is Koolu not talking? Why is he? Like, is it that so arrogant that this whole thing is going on and somehow is unbothered? Well, Peter Obi has a message when the media got him.
See, I'm here in Onitsha. So I shouldn't have, there's no way I could have been in Onitsha and Abuja simultaneously. I've been in Onitsha here, observing what is happening and everything. I first must thank the protesters around Anambra that has been peaceful. And I believe to most parts of Nigeria it's been peaceful. My message first is what I said to the protesters, that their demand, which is legitimate, must be within the law. We must do whatever we do as a law-abiding citizen who has always respected the rule of law. I want people to stay within the law even when they make strongly their legitimate demand, which everybody can see in the nation today. And my appeal at this period is for the president to address the nation. He is the person that is elected. He is the person who is holding the mandate of the people. At times like this, it's time for him to show leadership and address the nation. You can see that's what happened in Kenya. Even when the president was just accused of flying in an expensive chartered flight, you address the nation. Doing so through your aides or appointees is not the same thing, because we didn't elect those people. We elected him. So he should address the nation. See, I'm here in...
It's a simple thing, but I have not heard from Onofunuga in the last 48 hours. I bet whenever he sees that video of Obi, he will respond. Because you remember that the agenda was that Yorubas should not participate in any economic hardship protest because it is organized by Peter Obi supporters. Remember? Then they started threatening the Igbos by saying, if the protest should hold, they are now going to tell all the Igbos, Igbos must go from Yoruba land. The Ronukus, that was a serious one. We'll get to that part later this evening. So they are paying people to go and disrupt protest, and the military is threatening the protesters that they are waiting. They just need one command. If Thiefnubu says go, then they will go out and begin the killings. Because according to them, they believe that you protesters, you are now a threat to the national security. Yes. I'm going to play you that interview first. Listen to their chief of defense staff in Nigeria preparing for war against Nigerians. Remember this.
Support of all Nigerians, to the federal government, to the state government, and to the local governments. Let us avoid anything that will bring mayhem within our communities. Yesterday, we have seen the level of destruction that has been carried out just yesterday. And so you can imagine if this continues for so long. The armed forces and the entire military security agencies will not stand by and see that to continue. So I want to warn those that are recalcitrant, those that don't want to do it. We will not fold our hands and see our country to be destroyed. We will take action, and the action we'll take it professionally. Anyone that is caught will be taken to the courts to be dealt with. So once again, I want to thank you for coming, especially members of the media. And again, for the media, I want to also appeal. I noticed throughout yesterday, all the stations were hooked up to the occasion. This is not an election thing. Don't give them that coverage for them to feel, because there are some of them are looking for just moments of, being on the screen. Together, I can assure you, we are going to win, and we are winning. And at least from today, we have seen the level that it has really gone down. Most state governors that decide to declare a state of emergency have called it off. And working together as Nigerians for Nigeria will succeed. Yeah. Yeah. Well, the security agencies cannot be everywhere, and you can just make your predictions to such an extent. The entire area is large. Nigeria with about 900 and almost 1 million square kilometers. It's not going to be easy to secure the entire area. But I think yesterday, the security forces actually stood up to their responsibilities, and that's why you see that it is measured. And it's important for them to understand that working together as a team is what we require. The security forces cannot do it alone. We need all Nigerians to put hands together to make sure we succeed. And we stop these criminals from taking advantage. I mean, yesterday we saw some people breaking down houses, stealing windows, doors. I mean, it was just crazy yesterday. And we don't want that to happen again.
So,
okay.
Mine is still going back before this incident, the cause of warning Nigeria.
Yeah.
This was going on. I want to know what the security agencies and some CDs prevent criminals from having a field day, which we saw being displayed in several quarters.
But you see, that is the challenge of when you are dealing with non-state actors. You cannot, it has to do with the human mind. Nobody can predict the human mind. Efforts were made before now. We have held several meetings. The Office of the National Security Advisor had interfaced with almost all the stakeholders in this aspect on the need for us to maintain peace. And most of them have agreed that there was going to be peace. But then, like I said, you cannot read the minds of people. There are a bunch of people who believe that it is only through this medium that they will be able to loot, steal, and destroy. And that's what they tried to do yesterday. But we have arrested most of them that have actually been able to break into places to steal, and they will be prosecuted accordingly.
So my name is Lucky.
Yes. Okay, Lucky.
This is the rule of the protest.
Yes.
So the protesters continue.
No, like I said, we are supporting the police all through, but we are just on standby. The police is doing a good job. They're handling the situation for now. And unless if it breaks beyond what they can handle, then the military will step in. And the military is on standby, and we're watching day and night.
So that's
yes.
My question is closely tied to I'm sure you must have noticed that even as Saudi and Hawaii, people are very organized, and we have more than coming on. I don't guarantee the safety of people
I can assure you that is being done. We're taking steps on that. We are going also behind to ensure that we also identify all those ones that are involved. There are individuals that are actually sponsoring them, pushing them to do these things. We're going after them. But the truth I can tell Nigerians is that everybody should be calm. Everybody should be open-minded in what's going on. Give us information as quickly as possible. I want to appreciate those that have been doing that. And that has greatly assisted us in doing what we're doing. Yes.
Now, in the area of information, some of us were on the streets yesterday.
Yeah.
And in as much as we appreciated the restraint by security agencies, there were some places where we cover, we can clearly say that those are not protests.
Yeah.
Those are miscreants commissioning.
Definitely.
Now, how can Nigerians reach out to the military, engage in such areas, and they want to collaborate with security agencies to alert security agencies that the present is needed, so and so forth?
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm sure you have the phone number. Every week we have dialogue with the media during our briefing. So you have direct link with our media organizations. You have their contacts. If there's anything, let us know. We're going to make some, all after this, we're going to make some phone numbers open to the public. Once you see anything, please don't hesitate to report immediately. It's very important. Good afternoon. Yes. Okay.
So, I cannot confirm the authenticity of this letter that I've seen, but there's a letter that says that due to the activities of ignorance which happened a lot of that yesterday, that there may be another protest coming up October 1st. How would you react to this?
Well, I think those are just speculators. There are some individuals, like I said, there are some people who just want some moment of fame, and that's what they are trying to do, just to psych up and make sure that there's general fear within the public. Please, Nigerians should disregard that. We are making every effort to ensure that everywhere is secured. I can show you that. Yes. Okay. And in some quarters yesterday, there's some allegations that security operatives used live cartridges on civilians and that was for the riots. No, I think you guys were all on screen all 24/7. So if such a thing had happened, I've seen some injuries and we're investigating to find out actually what happened. But I know that a lot of restraint was really exercised yesterday. A lot of tear gas, non-lethal aspects were happening. I've seen a lot of people that were injured. Some were mentioned, but we're investigating that to see entirely what happened. Like I said, when situations like this happen, some people take advantage of them, doing one thing or the other to make it look as if it is security agencies that are doing that. But we're taking measures that I can show you. Thank you. All right. Thank you very much.
ẹni òfò ni ẹ ṣòfò láyé ẹ tún ṣe lálìkìyàmà ẹ̀yin rádaràda wọ̀nyí. ẹni òfò.
àwọn ẹni òfò. So the police is doing a great job by killing 13 people and injuring more than 40 people, shooting live round of ammunition, shooting live ammunition into the midst of unarmed protesters. So they said once the police can't control it anymore, they will move in. So very soon we are going to begin to ask, who gave the order? Who gave the order? Abi? So that's why we are now going to go back to the streets. This morning, when the Abuja protest kicked off, we saw the peaceful protesters being shot at, where, even those who were like younger people in their midst were not spared. But we are yet to receive any report of any casualty today, not like that of yesterday. Okay. So as for the curfew that the MOFO was talking about, right? There is no curfew anywhere. Okay. So once the people who actually employs them, they are how to say, you have to listen to us. The best is to listen to them and stop sponsoring people to go and disrupt their protest, to go and kill people or attack them. They call them the anti-protest something. See my guy, the funny man or the funny comedian.
For Mama Mia. Come now, come, walk with it. Come this side.
Na secret.
No be that kind of secret. Close in me in charge of this constituency.
Okay.
And I no go like make everything spoil. You don't hear about the protest.
I heard that. Who never hear that?
You know, say as chairman of Agbero for this place, now you go do this thing for me.
Okay.
Take this money.
Hi.
I want make you go protest for me.
Protest?
Yes, that is.
Easy thing.
Just gather your people, make una protest.
For this protest,
They wait first before you call them. Make I explain.
Okay.
The protest is not the normal protest. Okay. You know, say people dey street now they protest against bad governance.
Yes, hunger.
So wetin you now go do now to protest against people where they protest against bad government.
Yeah, that is the protest now.
No, the protest now against people where go protest against.
I understand now.
The way you are rushing it, you are not getting it. Protest or the mimi is not the way you understand it. You need to go and protest against people where they protest. So you go there, you go just come. All the people where they say food no day, food no, say no, food day. You protest against them.
No, I understand it. Be protest. No be protest.
Now protest.
But today I start to do protest.
And now man they say no be that kind of one when they do. You can't do mimi.
Yes. Make I call my area.
I call them. I trust you.
Hello, offer. Hey, gather boys.
I trust you.
Both be them. You gather everybody. Work day already.
I trust you.
We won't go protest now. You know say protest then. Now maybe we join protest. I add our voice
against no be add
against hunger. You know say hunger day.
No be to add your voice. You say you are not understanding it. No be to add your voice. Now to go comot voice from people. You know, don't understand them.
Okay. To talk say to go against the people where they protest.
Yes, those people where they say food no day. I mean say food no day.
Yeah.
Una go protest against them. Say make them no talk say food day.
Oh, okay. So food don't day. Food don't day now. The food
no be safe. No be waiting. Give where the money I give you. I pay you make you work for me.
Now I won't understand. You say make we go now protest against the people where they protest. Talk say food no day. Say we can't go now. That's we go they talk say food don't day. The food don't day.
Talk say food don't day because food no day. Go talk say make people where they talk say food no day. Make them no talk am.
Why? I don't understand. Why?
Even me, they had me to understand. But now, what we supposed to do? I they protect my constituency.
But waiting then they shout there and say food food no day. Hungry they catch them.
Yes, you go against them.
Hungry don't stop till they catch them. I don't understand. Hungry don't stop. The hunger don't stop.
But Shebi, now you just tell me say you understand what thing we they do.
Yeah, me I thought say now the protest. I understand the protest part. Okay, wait. You want make I protest against protest? You know like protest. Okay, make I understand. Okay, you know like protest.
I know like protest. Make people no protest. So now go against people where they protest.
So how I go go against that with protest? But you know like protest. I know you know like protest, but what make I use protest go stop protest for people where they.
I know to think I'm like that. I know to calculate I'm like that. But it makes sense. It makes sense. I won't make you see all those people where they come, they say I guess bad governance, this thing, hardship, you protest. Go against them. Carry your men. I know you as chief of
the hardship don't stop. Now what I want the hardship don't stop.
You know me, nobody they ask you.
Then they ask now. Those people where they protest, they ask.
Are they go protest the money first? No, I give you.
All of you talk, you hear say hunger day. Make I use that one chop first.
Any,
Mama me here.
Since when I born, you never seen this kind of abuse before. Tinubu, I must abuse you. Tinubu, number 1, Ogun Opa. Tinubu number 2, Ogun Okiyama. Tinubu number 3, Ogun Okiya your children. Tinubu number 4, Ogun go bury all your family. Tinubu is a god to you. Tinubu is a god to you. Ewausa.
Tinubu is a go. Baba, I'm very cool. You are not the only person laughing. Look at see my eyes. I'm like dribbling. Oh my. Then the higher you say, may you go protest against protesters. Go and tell people there complaining that hardship. They go and tell them there is no hardship. Go and tell them that there is. You don't have to understand. It makes sense. Just go out there and go against them. That's exactly how Thiefnubu and their gang. That's how they are recruiting people. Hungry people. People who have no job, who have nothing, right? The people, the same victim of their policies, they are going to them to go and stop others who are also victims against protest. God bless you there, and God bless your work, Baba. Here, we are now going to go to Nigeria. What happened across the place today? Did their threat yesterday stop people from coming out today? No, it did not. In fact, the number tripled in many places. They have them called the area of convergence. There are places, there are states in Nigeria where the protesters are currently converging. They are next to the government house. So Thiefnubu can continue to push what he's pushing. Today's day 2 has also been a success. So let's go take a look what happened across Nigeria today on their days of rage and bad governance 2024.
I requested for NEPA bill, NEPA prepared meter. But then they brought this meter. They said it is 1 million, I want to recharge. They put 1 million in a new meter that has not been used at all. A new meter, I have not made use of it. Over 2 years now, I'm working to allow for them to remove this money. I've been going there. Last week I still went there. I went to redress. We are still on it. This band A must stop. People are suffering. Where are they going to see band A to pay? You buy this thing for 4,000 naira. They will give you about 17 units. 17 units. This is what they call it. Band A must stop. People cannot more use lights. We cannot more use lights. We are suffering. We have not seen money to chop. We have not seen money to chop. Over 2 years, I have not been able to recharge my prepaid meter. I bought for 60-something thousand naira. Almost 2 years now, I have not been able to pay. They should tell this government, this suffering is too much. They are over-laboring us. They are over-killing us. They are killing us. They are sucking our blood. People are dying of frustration. People are dying of frustration.
Kuma mune farkon fitowa zanga-zanga. Kafin mu je gidan gwamnati ɗan sanda sun saka tayoyi saboda a ce mu ne. Muna gidan gwamnati aka fara samun tiyaga suka ce ko wuta aka samu ne sai mun je. Muna gurin aka fara harbi a gaban mu aka harbe min yaya akan yanzu nan. Aka harbe wata yarinya ya mutu an ce min a shigar jikoto amma ƙarya ne. An ce ya mutu wallahi akai aka harbe shi. Zanga-zangar lumana muke yi amma an fara kashe mu. An kwana taya 'yan sanda su suka saka taya. Sojoji ba su mana komai ba, muna gudu ba su ce mana komai ba. Mu ba ma san mulkin Tinubu. Muna son sojoji su an san mana mulki. Ba ma san mulkin kama karya. Ba ma so ya yi shamu. Kayan shi nan. An ce an shigar da shi kotu. Ga matsalar tsaro. Ga matsalar komai ga shi babu aikin yi. Ga tsadar rayuwa. Ga shi ana kashe mana. Ga kayan wanda.
What's your name? Manuela what? Manuela what? What are you doing here? Why?
I want to reduce the price of school. I don't know how to afford my school fees and the house rent.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Nigeria is not known like before. Like I want to buy biscuit for 15 naira. The same biscuit is 100 naira.
So what do you want the government to do?
Do you know how much your school fees is? You don't know.
So what do you want the government to do?
To reduce the price of it.
Have you been sent away from school before for not being able to pay school fees?
Yes.
So all those gimmicks and all those tricks and antics they are using cannot kill Nigeria again, because our conscience and our consciousness has been revived. So we need to tell them, we need to state it to them categorically that We are not saying they should leave office. We are not saying anything, but they need to do the needful. They need to do the right thing. They need to strengthen our institution. We are here. Police are humiliating us. Police are they are intimidating us. It's not right. It's not right, and it's not healthy for democracy. It's not healthy for democracy. We believe democracy is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. And it's not supposed to be government of the few, by the few, and for the few. So, our government of the thieves, by the thieves, and for the thieves. It should be for us. It should be for us.
So that's where you have them there from Lafia in Nasarawa, and then other suburb in Nasarawa, Abuja. You have those ones from Lagos, Abuja again. Then I've got more from other places too. Because of our time, let's go straight to that. Okay, let's continue. Hang on. Sorry. Have you actually liked the broadcast so far? If you have not done that, okay, this may be a very good reminder, okay, that you can take a minute, leave the comment section, okay, and go on and like the broadcast and go back into the comments and continue just like this.
Here come the Muslims here in Osun State, having the Jumat service at the protest ground at Olaya Junction, Osogbo. While the Muslims are having their Jumat service ongoing, they are also surrounded by their Christian brothers. This is to show that both Muslims and Christians are united in Osun State. Unity in diversity. While the Muslims are having their prayer ongoing, they are also surrounded by the Christians in order to avoid interruption by passers-by. Nigeria shall be great by the grace of God. The Lord God will listen to the voices of our prayer. Nigeria shall be great in the name of Jesus, and inshallah, great.
Yes. Because it's going to be organic. It will not be.
káàkiri jọ.
Èló lẹ máa ń ra páàkì kíní tẹ́lẹ̀. Báwo lẹ ṣe máa ń tà sí sí? Kí lẹ fẹ́ kí ìjọba ṣe fún yín? Tó bá fún yín lówó, tó bá bò ó kún owó tẹ̀bí ṣòwò, ǹjẹ́ ẹ lè máa employ àwọn èèyàn sí?
Sorry, I'm also speaking though. I'm also speaking.
They are peaceful and they are simple. If the government think they will use Agbero and Team Lagos to mobilize us, to run it, will they work? To demoralize us, will they work? If they think I will throw propaganda like some tribe, we are spotted as that. The Senate closed the House of Assembly, ran away, begging from their mansions abroad, while the government is trying to, the president is trying to land a 150 billion naira check. What we want is not starting their salary. The salary is component of their allowance. We are talking about to reverse these things. We are hungry. The new budget policy should be cancelled. So much more that they said police, soldiers, people that are part of the National Guard should be paying tax at the toll gate. If not me, I go resign for police that day because your pension is not guaranteed. You met one of our protesters yesterday that his father is almost of your rank. Now, not got any pension, any gratuity. So you can't be telling me to pay tax at the toll gate when I'm risking my life for carrying those up and down. So we want the police to understand that you are part of the working class citizens, regardless that you are an enabler or an enforcer of the ruling class. There is something that is binding above the bylaw. Whatever is within the police law and regulation is binding. And when it contradicts the constitution, it is null and void. So nobody should tell you that if you don't push the protesters away, we will do this. It's a lie. We will stand by you. We know the worst they can do is to transfer you to one sexy office in Abuja. If they start you, we will sue them. We will march with you to area. We have marched to area several times. And there is no time we have not demanded for police to enter in our protest. And there is no time we have ever been afraid to stand with your friends, even as a policeman. So we are here peacefully. Police should guide Goodluck Abiola road for our comrades against the Agberos. Against the Agberos that they are using as non-state actors. In Ketu bus stop, I saw the tax. Give it to some of them.
What you're saying is that Omoyele Sowore should be questioned for the loss of lives, even if those lives were lost to the bullets of Nigerian police officers.
Who brought them out? They didn't go to their house to shoot them. That's what I'm saying. When I was calling for NSAS, I said people should take to the streets just so that laws can be changed. If life's lost, I will be held accountable. And I was ready for that. Leaders are communicators. Leaders are people who have done their homework before they come out and rally the people and galvanize critical mass to support whatever ideals they believe in. So you must count the cost before you hit the street. You must count the cost before you rally Nigeria around to come and do around any agenda. And you must be ready to lead from the front. I did that. And I'm standing till today.
I mean,
not running from court to court and not running away from authorities.
Yeah, but
so that's what I'm saying.
Just to be clear.
So we must say the culpability must be put where it belongs.
For the past few years.
I mean, I've kind of like, the videos are like self-explanatory, right? So, which means you could easily see where and what happened, where and when, right? And the part where SEGA has now started flying the dog whistle, that the people that died, the police did not go to their house to kill them. Somebody asked them to come out, and it is now time for the police to arrest Sowore. Yes, again, like I said, they blame you, the protesters. They blame you, their victims. And yeah, they blame you for whatever happened to you, or whatever they kind of do to you. So they blame you for it too. And then they have an enabler. So SEGA left Nigeria after what do you call it? After what was believed to have been a missed chance of him getting, this is ridiculous, but it's true, right? So there was a time people didn't know that he was actually a political jobber, a contractor, someone like that is like chasing, he's always there licking asses and all that. People didn't know. So Alaye was kind of presenting himself as a very wealthy guy, a wealthy lawyer, real estate, this or that, all Kurofo Pangolo. So when the whole thing cast in Nigeria, fair enough, he has already used that, that public image. He has already used that to run serious miles on people. So whatever was left before everything casts, he just left Nigeria. So he lives in the UK and he's still here, helping the murderers in Nigeria, same way he did all he could, which ruined and destroyed his reputation to wherever, if he has anything left anymore. So every time you hear from him, you will hear from a vile little man. And that's him. And he will continue, they'll give them all the platform to say all they can say, as long as they continue to gaslight the people, and so that the government can light them up, right? Let's go back to their streets. Another segment of the protest captured here, just for the record. Let's go back.
For the past few years, it's been quite difficult for every Nigerian, and we all understand that. I myself and a couple of friends, especially one of our friends, name withheld, put this together, because we felt that this is not an easy task. People are actually taking time out of their busy schedules, money that they should have been making, as small as it is. They're taking their time to say, this is how we actually feel. It is really painful for every Nigerian to feel the same way at the same time. It has been different for a while, where people feel differently at different times. But now it's like a collective voice. And we feel this is just a way of saying, guys, we see what you're doing, we're part of you. Not everybody can come to the street for one way or the other. Some people are still tired and at work or whatever it is. But we are saying that, look, we are behind you, and this is a way of supporting you to say, look, we know you need the energy. Taking this long walk is different when you're exercising. But these are long walks, and there's just this flow of energy that comes together as unity, and this is just a way of supporting to say, okay, guys, well done, we can do this together, and let's make Nigeria better.
As a young Nigerian, what would be your statement to the government regarding what the youth are particularly protesting against?
So I feel that it's high time the government responds. Now, silence is consent, and silence doesn't mean that you have heard us. When you speak back to us, it's like a child or the father. When the child is saying, I'm hungry, and you tell the child there's no food, the child understands what you're saying. Whatever dialect you're speaking on, the child knows that there's no food. I think it's high time the government responds back to the people to let them know the situation of things, what they have actually handled, what will be handled, because everybody has a voice. Now the government has a voice, and the people need to hear the government, but you have to speak in the language of the child to understand that this is what you're doing, this is what will happen, and this is where we're going to. Because yes, it's 1 year. Yes, a lot of good things have happened, but I guess that there is conservation of proper information that is not disseminated properly, especially to the grassroots, to know what has happened and what will happen. So I feel the government responds effectively to tell the people, this is where we are sorry. If there's nothing wrong with a father telling the child, I'm sorry. But keeping quiet and making it look like, oh, these guys, they should just doing their thing. The police is here to respond, to support, to protect, not to fight against them. And I think that's another information that needs to also go out there. We're not here to, no, we're not fighting you. We're here to support you, to partner with you to get this message across. But please don't vandalize properties, don't do this, don't do that. We'll support.
tí mo bá gẹrí ẹsẹ̀ mo gbé wá nísì mo ta mọ́tò mẹ́ta mo fi ra sí ẹyọ kan mọ́tò mẹ́ta mo rà gbà tán lówó epo tí wọ́n bí mo bá ti gbé bá parọ́ kílẹ̀ mu owó 30,000 àti 600 ni mo kó rán mi nínú owó tí mo jẹ wọ́n ní kọ́ mọ̀ mí lọ kó fún wọn gbogbo mọ́tò nísì tó bá wọ mọ́tò lọ́jọ́ sábì 500 ni lẹ́yìn naira tẹ́lẹ̀ 500 ní táwọn tó kọ̀ wá 500 nítorí ọlọ́run ẹgbẹ́ òkú bá wa sọ di pẹ̀lẹ́pẹ̀lẹ́ ni kò sẹ́ni tó jà àjà tó bá wa sọ di pẹ̀lẹ́pẹ̀lẹ́ ni yálà jù ló kọ̀ mí oníṣòṣù.
For the past few years, it's been quite difficult for every Nigerian, and we all understand that. I myself and a couple of...
Thank you. So that's the welcome back, you say, right? From that long watch all over the country. I do still have this chart, even from outside the country. For example, the Nigerians in the UK who went to the Nigerian house yesterday in London, one of them did make a video sending a message to the ruiners of Nigeria. Let's listen.
Sorry, one second. Go.
The Nigerians in diaspora are out here at the Nigeria High Commission to protest and to let administration of Tinubu know that we're not happy with what is going on in Nigeria. There's a lot of misgovernance going on in Nigeria, and this has to come to an end. We dealt with this for 8 years with Buhari, And Nigeria cannot continue this way. There's high rate of mental health. Suicide is of high level in Nigeria. Our young ones are killing themselves. They are committing suicide. There are no jobs. The schools are substandard. What we can say is that they're just looting and continue to loot. When Tinubu and his cronies were growing, they benefited from free education. But what they could give to Nigeria at the time they were meant to give back is to steal the funds that should be going to education, that should be going towards education. At the time Tinubu and his cronies were growing, they benefited from free health care. By the time they are meant to be given back to the society, in form of administration, in form of service in which they get their pay. But what we say is, they're looting the funds that should be going towards healthcare. When Tinubu and his cronies were growing, their parents were paid as workers in Nigeria. But what we see that they're owing the workers in Nigeria, this cannot continue, and so many more. With terrible policies, bad policies that are meant to impoverish Nigeria, policies that continue to plummet the economy of the country. Enough is enough. People are hungry. People are dying of hunger in a land that is got a large size of arable land, and a land where we have over 200 million people. Our youth population would have been about 70% of this over 200 million people who are ready to work, who are ready to be educated, but these are being deprived. And that's our message to Tinubu tonight. We're here to pass this message to him. The Nigerians in diaspora, we're here. We did that with Buhari. Although Buhari's administration was a shock for 8 years. But we've come out of the shock, and people are beginning to resonate with these ideas, to know that they continue to be impoverished. The people in government are their servants. They are not their slave masters. Tinubu's administration is not a slave master. It's meant to be serving the people. And same as the state governors, they are meant to be serving the people. And same as all three arms of executives, all the three arms of the government, both the executive, the legislative arm, and the judiciary arm. I'm so appalled by the judiciary arm. The judiciary arm have disappointed everyone so terribly, because everyone knows court is the last resort for a common man, but they never have the backing. The common man, the masses of Nigeria, the ordinary person in Nigeria never have the backing of the courts. Now here we are. We have started, the protests have started in Nigeria, and we are starting with Nigeria. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. We will continue to do this until the administration of Tinubu changes. Thank you.
Sorry, one second. Go.
Thank you, ma. That's so brilliant. God bless you. If you get to see this video, we appreciate your effort, ma'am, right? In New York, yesterday, there were also those who passionately took this battle to the Nigerian house in New York. I've got clips.
They die. Some of them die on the road just because they want to leave Nigeria, because the suffering is too much. Why do you see that people are suffering? You as a president, people are suffering. They can't even find food to eat. A lot of people are suffering in Nigeria. Go to Nigeria. Everyone has become beggars. But the government, they have the right to buy private jet. Yes. People have the right to buy private jet. When people are suffering, they cannot even eat
they buy SUVs.
A meal.
They got SUVs for themselves.
They bought SUVs for people. They built house for Chatima.
$2 billion.
Was he living in the bush? Was Chatima living in the bush? I'm not finished. Was Chatima living in the bush before? Why would they build a house when people are hungry? When people are hungry, they hide palliative. They hide palliative from us.
Thank you.
Palliative under the Indomie. These criminals hold it from us.
During COVID-19. During COVID-19.
I wouldn't be here if Nigeria was
criminal
working.
gang of Nigeria hostage.
But Nigeria is not working. You go to school and come finish school, you cannot get a job. You cannot find a job. You come to this country today, you find a job when it's not even your country. Why can't our country be like that? You don't have roads, no good road, no water. You build a house for yourself. You provide road for yourself. You provide never bill and never phone for yourself. You provide wire. They will not bring bill. All they know is to bring bill. They won't even see the light, but they will bring bill, and you must pay. Why?
Okay, one more thing, my sister. And I'll talk again. No.
Understand? Why all this? See, we are busy people. If Nigeria was working, we would be here. We sacrifice our time to be here to come and express ourselves. Okay, we plan to have this nationwide protest. You can imagine that before this protest started, they have already said what we cannot come out. Why? Protest is our fundamental right. It's our right to express yourself. You cannot beat me and tell me not to cry.
Yes.
Or tell me how to cry.
Good job, my sis.
Do you understand? They said we should not protest. They said Agbero talks, Tinubu talks.
Yes.
After us, that's the people back home. They should not protest.
And they say Oro must come outside.
Can't give them for protesting. Now let me bust about. Do you know that they eventually came out and what happened? They killed 4 people today.
Yeah.
They killed, I can show you from my phone. They killed 4 people today. And we told Tinubu, if you kill anybody,
he must go.
What we wanted, what we were asking for is to have a good governance. Are you getting me? Our normal request was give us a good country. Govern us well. But we want them, we say if you kill anybody, if anybody have any scratch on anybody, change it to Tinubu must go. So right now, it is Tinubu must go. Because how dare you kill people for protesting? Are we not protesting now? Yes. Did anybody beat us?
Where?
Do you see the police have us? But you can't do that in Nigeria, in your own country. You said no to it. We said no.
Enough is very good. Good job.
Okay. Can I talk?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Thank you so very much. Thank you for organizing.
If you don't mind, sir,
my name is Sindof Endoni. I'm in charge of the affairs of the permanent mission.
Okay.
I'm not hiding. This is Ambassador Jida Abubakar. He's the Consul General of Nigeria. We are standing here on our authority to listen to you. But look, I will tell you something. You said when you turn your back, nothing will go anywhere. No information will go anywhere.
Yes.
Do you know that as you are talking, social media is carrying it?
And we don't care about
social media. Goes wider than the normal.
We don't want social media. We want you to do something.
Not to the relevant people. You know, the relevant people are not going to respond to it. You don't respond to what you see on social media.
No.
We don't care about social media.
Okay, let him speak.
When you were talking, nobody was interrupting.
No, he was addressing me, so I had to answer him. So
you don't have to do that.
You have to reply.
Go ahead.
So please,
don't play on our intelligence.
like I said, nobody is playing on your intelligence. We are listening to you. You know that you have said we are representatives of the government. We will have listened to you and we will report back. Ours is to advise the government. Me and you know, advice is not instruction. I hope you know that. Right? Advice is not instruction. We will advise the government. This is what Nigerians have said. Nigerians have expressed their anger, but I bet you now, for the period that the information of this protest started, government's attention has been drawn to concerns by Nigerians, and government is taking necessary steps.
We've had this
that
before.
I will assure you.
We've had this before.
That I will assure you.
We've had this before.
Coming to this embassy for 5 years.
And for us here, we are representatives of the government. Like I said, we will report back to the government of your concerns. All of these photos have been taken of this, what you have written here, placards. We will report back to government. But please, you have said you are
1,911,844,833 naira and 46. I'll take that again. 1,911,844,000,000. 1 trillion. This money is too much for me. 1 trillion. I hope that is not on the record. 1 trillion. nuisance lele.
So just so you know that Nigerians in the diaspora, they will always possibly come together if they see more from you in Nigeria. Trust me, a lot of people are just like, a lot of them are staying sort of glued to their own TV sets, to their phones and everything, just to monitor what is going on there. Is this the hour? Is this you? Are they going to do it? Would they do it now? And the moment they begin to see that, we'll see a lot of them that will begin to react. Here is Deji on AIT today, discussing their experience in the hands of their criminal police in Abuja today. Now, from what the reporter have heard now, they said that the number of people killed so far is actually 23. They have killed 23 people so far. And the police said they've arrested more than 1,100 people already across Nigeria. Obviously, still, if they are not gaslighting those they call the opposition, even these ones I'm about to show you right now is not somebody who is APCs, PDP, but like the typical Nigerian politicians, okay? This is how they reason. The adjoining videos are just the extras in my file. Watch this.
And from the informal security reports we have, the people behind this so-called protest of August in Bayelsa is Timothy Silva, Joshua McIver, one Atuo, who is also working with Timothy Silva, Dr. Johnny Dumangi, who has been a very maverick social media man, moving from one group to the other. Tomorrow is here, next tomorrow is on the other side, next tomorrow is on the other side. He is the one on the social media with others who are working with Timothy Silva, worked with him in 2023 elections and are still working with him. They are the ones who are sponsoring and orchestrating these so-called protests.
Zanga-zanga amma mun bige da sata ka duba yan uwana duk suna ta sata kowa barawo ne yan kasa suna sata na ga ya muku haka aka rene mu shugabannin mu barayi kuma barayi muna ta sata ka duba kayan gwamnati ga wani yana kallawa ana da chance kuna mana wani gori ni ban ga laifin shugabannin ba sun da sata kamar 10,000 raba za mu rabi wallahi kin san ne ni ba abin da nake so su gane suke cewa ba su riba dinnan ba wanda ba su riba sun hade mu banza ai da mamana da sun riba ma ka ya fiye mu inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi Khadija kin shiga Allah ka mata ta izini raba cikin dauka ni Allah ya tsara ni na dauka kun ga mata raba abu kula da dubu su ake ta ko Khadija 85,000 to yanzu shine wai ake 85,000 Khadija ya ba su dauka ba yunwa har da abincin a ji sabokin ga mata
And from the informal.
So let's go listen to what Deji had to say, because he was there today, was there yesterday. He has the first-hand information that I want you to please listen to. It's a long watch, right? Please.
So I wouldn't want to even engage in any debate with any of them because it's beneath me. Having said that, it's important to ask, where is Wike today? Wike was all over the place, running his mouth. Where's Asari Dokubo? Asari Dokubo said protests will not even hold. Protests held in Port Harcourt, in Rivers State, under his very nose. Thousands, when I mean thousands of Nigerians gathered in Port Harcourt today. More than 20,000 Nigerians gathered in Port Harcourt. You think you can insult the Nigerian people? And you think the Nigerian people will let you get scot-free? The reason why these people are so badly behaved is because Nigerians have been allowing them to escape with misbehavior over the years. If this was a country where leaders are held accountable, people like this will not go on air and be talking anyhow, and citizens will let them especially leaders, get away without repercussion. The Nigerian political and the ruling elite, they are so badly behaved to the point that, look at the way Akpabio has been insulting the Nigerian people. Insulting the Nigerian people.
That's the Senate president.
Yes, he's my former friend. He has been insulting.
He's not your friend?
No, he's not. He has been insulting the Nigerian people. Because of what? Because Nigerians say they want to end hunger. The protest is about ending bad governance. Okay, so you want bad governance to continue if you are opposing the protest. The people, imagine that you have 1 billion naira now. You have 1 billion naira now in your account with so many zeros. The value of the 1 billion is now 100 million. The value of 100,000 now is 10,000 naira because these guys have destroyed our economy with bad policies. They said they increased minimum wage, 70,000, that people should be clapping for them. What is the value of 70,000 naira in today's Nigeria? It is like 7,000 naira. These people have so depreciated the value of the Nigerian people. Today on the street, we have to prevent a man, full-bodied, able man, from going naked on the street of Abuja. He wanted to go naked and let the police kill him. He said he would rather die on the street, let the police kill him, than for him to die of hunger in the house. What are we talking about, for God's sake? People are so frustrated to the point that, Ijoma, one small tuber of yam is between 5,000 to 10,000, depending on where you are buying from. Somebody said they want bad governance to continue. What are the issues? Very simple issues. The president removed fuel subsidy on his first day in office. And filling stations changed their pumps. And it reflected saying it means the president has enormous power to control the Nigerian economy. The president thinks he's doing Nigeria a big favor by saving money. These governors have been looting our resources with even the money that was being given to them before President Tinubu came. While we criticize President Tinubu, we have nothing personal against them. What we are saying is that people that, when you pay them FAC, they loot almost 80% of the FAC they get. You are now giving them times 3 of the money that they used to get. This majority of these governors, you can go to EFCC and verify. Majority of these governors, immediately they get FAC. What they do is they change the naira to dollar instantly. Instantly, that's what they do. So then they stockpile the dollars in the house. That's what they do. Aside that, Ijoma, now the president is ensuring and making sure that this issue of corruption in the states, yes, I agree that we are over-focusing on the center, which is the federal government, that the governors also need to be held accountable. Last month, the federal government gave the states 1.3 trillion to share. Additionally, they gave them 438 billion naira to share. What has happened to the money? Why are citizens not holding governors accountable? This protest is not about the president alone. It's a holistic protest against hunger. Today, if the president brings back fuel subsidy in the country, fuel prices will instantly drop because the president has extreme power and his body language alone controls the economy. And if fuel prices drop, you also see that significantly prices of goods and services will also drop. So, because we are dealing with hyperinflation. So, let us, as patriots, let us provide solutions to government, and the return of subsidy will help, because it is better to subsidize for the poor than to give the money to a governor that is going to change the money immediately to dollars and stockpile it. So, and this is the idea about the fuel subsidy. Secondly, we are saying that politicians should not be paid. Politics should be a part-time thing. I'm a lawyer. I can leave my office and go for national service on Monday and Tuesday at the National Assembly. And I go back to my work. That is how we were running this country before. Until we now turn politics to a full-time job. Not only will the politicians get paid, they have thousands of aides that they are wasting taxpayers' money. Then they still throw money around for the boys. You know, so that must stop, because Nigeria is broke. And you cannot have a broke nation and be living extravagantly. It will not end well. Lastly, on this question, it is important to know that no matter how you look at it, the arrogance of power, you know, people in power, as at yesterday, believe me, we've been in talks with so many people. As at yesterday, they were so cocky and arrogant that the protest will not hold, because they've been sharing money all over town. But let me tell you something.
Do you have proof of that?
That's by the way. Do you know that they are even lucky that this protest was announced by the Nigerian people and a date was fixed for the protest? You see the real protest that is coming, the protest of the frustrated, the protest of the hungry, it will not be announced. There will be no date. Also, today, in most parts of the country, the protest was peaceful. Even in Maraba, where they are talking about, do you know that people were hailing the military? The people were insulting the police. It was the police that started attacking the protesters.
Okay, that was what caused the...
Yes, see, even here, at the Eagle Square.
Eagle Square.
It was the military that was prevailing on the police. The guys are peaceful. Why are you attacking them? Do you know that they fired more than 1,000 canister? They even ran out of canister. They stopped firing. So what is the essence of making the protest degenerate? I appealed severally to CP Bennett Igwe over the protest, both at the various venues. And I told him, I said, before you guys came, this protest was very peaceful, extremely peaceful. Why are you guys trying to attack the protesters? Look at in Borno, police killed almost 4 people. In Kaduna, same thing. In Suleja here, they've killed several people. Why do you need to kill people because they want to protest? If you allow people to exercise their right to protest, it's a credit to the government. Even when the military people were protesting, why will anybody in his right thinking think that Nigerians cannot protest because your name is Wike or Asari Dokubo?
But let me ask you this. Now that it is clear that people are already killed, because we just mentioned that some persons died, are you continuing with this protest?
Of course, protest continues tomorrow.
It will still last for 10 days?
Yes, the protest will last for 10 days. Let me tell you.
And you're not worried that
let me tell you the rationale behind the protest. You see, the president is the one that was voted by the Nigerian people, not the Inspector General of Police, not all these political aides, ministers. It is the responsibility of the president. Whatever the president does, look at the Kenya that they're always using for an example, even the NSAS. Largely peaceful until soldiers were brought in to start killing people. So the protest changed from end taxes to Ruto must go. The president and commander-in-chief of the Republic of Nigeria has a responsibility to protect the mandate that was given to him by the people.
But you know that
and also, not just to protect the mandate that was freely given to him by the Nigerian people, that if anything happens in the country, nobody is going to blame the IG. He will be held accountable. The order to attack police officers came from the IG today. To attack protesters came from the IG. But it's only the IG
that you're holding responsible.
Yes, the president.
Not even the president.
See, the president must hold. Can the president be everywhere?
That's true.
The president cannot be everywhere. There are people, even the Constitution has said it, that the president will function through people. So, for the loss of lives today, across the country, the president must hold the IGP responsible. And we had a meeting with him. And he gave commitments to the protesters.
But we also saw policemen shot. We saw pictures and videos.
Was it not yesterday that they suddenly placed one explosive somewhere and they said some people... We already look at majority of the pictures and videos that they are saying that people are looting. Old pictures was posted by one first PRO in the north. So we know the propaganda. They are confused. They have never been this terrified in a long time.
Okay, so let me go back to Chief.
Anyway, that was a Deji. Thank you. Now here is one trending. Should I say one? It's not even trending per se, like trend, like as if to say it's something like a trend. No, Igbophobia. That Thiefnubu and his gang decided to introduce into this their battle of trying to stop Nigerians from asking Thiefnubu to do his job. You see, because of this issue of protest, you see these guys on your screen, they are supposed lawyers. So they have a WhatsApp group. They say it is the Ikeja, NBA Ikeja. That is a Nigerian Bar Association. The man at the one on the top is the one that typed the message that's in their WhatsApp group or where they have lawyers. So soldiers should be drafted there to kill anything moving. Waste the protesters without mercy before the audacity spread to other states. Find their sponsor and other online supporters, charge them for insurrection. Waste some of them, throw the rest in jail. And as for the guy under, I support you on this. This one is called Rufai. The other one is called something Akibu or something. These are Yoruba Muslims that we're talking about, that you will find them. They are mostly those who are following APC. They are this hateful. You see, when you look at some of these APC Abobakus, right? They are mostly Muslims, okay? Hateful. And whatever their hatred towards any other tribe is, they want the entire Yoruba to feel the same way. Hateful, disgustingly hateful souls. So, and they treat their fellow Yorubas like that too. Kill them too. And you know something about people like that? They do not know they do not know that when the bodies begin to fall, a member of their own family, household, even their own children, could be among those to be gunned down, right? Now, same thing good for this stinking, horrible-looking wretch on your screen. This one too was hiding behind what was called Lagospedia, the one social media handle spewing bigotry, hatred. But look at the miserable soul. Look at him, right? This is how most of them actually look like. Even if you see, you know something about some of these Yoruba Ronukus, even those ones who live abroad. I'm serious. You need to look at some of them who also live abroad too. Dirty things. You get that now? Dirty, irresponsible people. Like you will see them. They are living abroad though. You'll be like, this one abroad, this one they live. Oh God. So you said they live abroad. You say, yeah. And then you'll be wondering that how come their soul is so dark? Go and check them very well. I don't mean to kind of make you feel bad if you are a Yoruba Muslim and you are not APC. But when you pay attention very well to those who have bought into Thiefnubu's bigotry, hateful politics, right now, divisive politics, they are mostly Yoruba Muslims. And I say that with all my mouth, everything in my mouth. I say it. You see their bigotry they profess, they kind of look like, when did the Yoruba turn to this? No. They've always been, there have been this, there's this thing, right, about the Yoruba Muslims, especially the ones in APC, okay? They think that they are closer because of their Islam. They are like a closer to this Fulani Arewa North. And as the power equation of Nigeria is concerned, they can parley with them. You see everyone else, right? If you are not, if you are not a Muslim, and at the same time, you are, well, not a Muslim, but a Yoruba, okay? So if you're not a Muslim, they always have this background, though, very, very dreadful, horrible people. If you have not been paying attention, start paying attention now. Even the ones that changed their name to some other names, right? Go and check their background. So their political class, especially the Muslim political class in Yoruba land, most of what drives them is that supremacy of, you know what I mean, like keferi kind of, you know, as Fulanis call us infidel in the south. When you look at these Yoruba Muslims, especially the ones that have, because they find solace with APC. That is why they find solace with APC. Because to them, right, it is next thing that takes them closer to their brothers in the north. You get that now? So as long as they are closer with their brother in the north, if they can put the two numbers together, the Yoruba Christians and the other Yoruba, they don't matter, Joe. Don't worry yourself about them. There are Yoruba Christians who are also in this fold, though. I'm using these Yoruba Muslims because you see Thiefnubu and his gang, they actually intentionally have to tell some of those people before they can actually give you anything closer to Thiefnubu to some extent. You might need to go and convert to Muslim. You need to be in it so that the messages they will be giving to you, right? Most of them will be coming from the position like tribe, tradition, and then culture, but it's mostly, right, religious. You know, so when the Fulani says they can't let any infidel lead them, it's the same feeling among these jihadists the Yoruba wannabe jihadists in APC. Or if you see them in real life, some of them, a lot of them, they are wretched. than whatever wretched probably look like to you. So they are not loved at home, obviously. Okay, you can tell these are people who have never really experienced love. I'm talking about genuine love. They've never really seen it. So it's difficult to actually see that love is something that conquers everything, right? Love conquers fear. Love conquers hate. Love conquers what you can call paranoia, which is what APC, Egbekegbe and their gang represent. They are so paranoid that they are hating on their own fellow brothers and sisters in Yoruba land. So one of them made this post and said, the Igbos, if this protest happen in Nigeria, they would then have to start on the 20th of August or 30th of August. They would have to start Igbo must go. And guess what? Instead of the Igbos to get angry, they are just they are like feeling like, my brother, you are right. Oh, it is really, really going to be great if the Yorubas, the Yoruba APC in particular, if una can just please push them from the 20th of August, push. Insist that the Igbos must go. They must leave Yoruba land. And if you see any Igbo wasting one day Yoruba land that time, anything way you like, do am to am. But please, they are begging you now, Abobakus, please. Anybody will beg you, say, make you no do hashtag Igbo must go from Yoruba land. It no go better for them. The Igbos are not even angry. Maybe except for few who still love Nigeria. This is our country. You cannot talk to us like that. You cannot say we should go. We go nowhere. Those are the ones who still love Nigeria. Sure you get. Like, what is wrong with you? Why are you trying to? What is? Others are just like they help them share them. Say all the Igbos, we no one get sense to understand the fact that there are some certain people that if they have the clearance, they will carry out genocide. Genocide against the Igbos in Nigeria. But what some of these Ronukus don't know is that even Nigeria couldn't defeat the Biafrans. Despite having all of that soldiers, having all of that weapons, without the Britain and others who continue to give them and supply them not just weapons, so including mercenaries, their own soldiers that fought on the side of Nigeria to face Biafra. People will be saying they're not prepared for any war. They were not preparing for anything like that. And despite the fact that the war caught them unaware, Nigeria started bombarding them, they were still able to hold Nigeria for 30 years. But you should be grateful. Nigeria, and when I say Nigeria, I'm talking about the entire Nigeria fighting the people of Eastern Nigeria, especially the Igbos. But yet they held them for more than 3 years. But you, Agbero, uneducated, ignorant, illiterate, or educated illiterate, you are jumping up and down. We will deal with the Igbos. Which war have you ever seen Yorubas fight? With the Igbos or Fulanis fight with the Igbos? No part of Nigeria has ever single-handedly fought with the Igbos. It was actually the collection of the entire Nigeria plus their friends outside that fought the Igbos. So you will stay moiton. And you will stay moton. Then they brag against the Igbos. You say they brag against the Igbos. Nobody will not fought. So they are now telling you to try it. Okay? You think you are just going to do what they call the program against the Igbos in 2024. They're not born your papa. There are Yorubas that will actually join in dealing with you. There are enough damages that you've done already. In case if you don't know, Yorubas have never really fought any war anywhere. The Fulanis have never fought any real war anywhere. Except for their internal invasion here and there that couldn't even go beyond the hills of Benue. They're no born Fulani well on a one-on-one level. Say they won't go fight the Igbos. How you want to do them? They're no born the Yorubas well. Which war have we fought? I'm a Yoruba man. Which war? You're talking to people that almost half of the world ganged up against. And the murderers who committed the genocide, they rewrite the history and they are feeding you with that history. And you are thinking you actually have something. Anyway, Atifku was like, may then call them to order, Hey, this thing that these Seronukus are pushing, hey, you will break up Nigeria. So Sowore came out and said, Sowore came out and said, man, no deal. No be us send them. We don't send them to be doing Ronuku. We don't send them to be saying they want to do anything against the Igbo. So you think say nobody knows, right? Our advice for you is this. Make una no stop. From the 20th of August, oh yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. What majority of you don't know is that when you have something to lose, you do not fight. The only thing a lot of you are getting away with in that Lagos especially is because whether Igbo fights you, or you decide to fight the Igbos, they are the people who have a lot to lose. Majority of you have become so useless, miscreants, agberos, of what their political system in Yoruba land has turned you into. That the only revenge that some of you want against people that have done nothing to you is to see how to burn their properties, burn their shops, so that you can show them that this is Yoruba land. You cannot talk to our leader like that. Isn't that what they are training you to be like? Our advice is that please go ahead, do it. I will remind you on the 20th of August. How far are we starting the Igbo must go today? Do it and let it go mainstream. And then we'll see what happens after. Right? Right. So thank you so much, everyone. We will take a short break. I'll come back and take calls. I know I almost use all the time to the point that, we won't take calls. But don't go anywhere. And if you have to go, like the broadcast before you do, okay? When I come back, I'll take calls. Then we can have a chat. I'll be back. Thank you so much, everyone. We are now at that stage where you can also add your view. Now, I have a caller, and I hope this actually lasts. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello, ma. Is that you now,
yes.
Nana?
Yes, I've been the one trying to call you from Ghana.
God bless you. I've been paying attention to that number, right? Since this afternoon. Yes. Unfortunately, we couldn't connect, so I'm glad you're back.
Yes, this is the right time.
Yes, ma'am.
So I want to say well done to all Nigerians. What we have to do now is we have to change our strategy. We have to go from demonstration to strike. You see, strike is very effective. If the whole country goes on strike, that will affect the economy. Once the money stops coming in, that's all they care about, the money. They will sit up and listen to the people and give the people what they want. Another thing to what strike is very good is that it will protect us. They won't be able to tear gas us. They won't be able to kill us or shoot us. So strike is safer. Not only is it safer, it's more effective. So during this demonstration, I want us to switch. And this is the wave that's going all over Africa. The pressure is on. These Rutos and everything, they don't want to back down because they know that Ghana will be next. There's a revolution going on. So by the time it reaches Ghana and even in Nigeria, the blood will stop. Gen Z have started, yes. Our children have paved the way, but we must protect them. And whilst we are on strike, we can be going live on all social media platforms. Very soon, they will be trying to take away social media from us. So that is another very powerful tool. The day before the strike, you make sure if you go to anybody's house that you can have more of a grouping and go live on social media for that kind of group morale. Do it before the day of the strike, because that day of the strike, nothing will move. No car, no Okada, nothing will be sold. Yes, shut down the economy. And then the diaspora can also join us abroad, because the diaspora too are suffering. Look at what is going on in America. Till America pays reparations to Black people, there will be no accountability. If there's no accountability, you have no security, you have no protection, just like what is going on all over the world and in Nigeria. So if it was to happen, as we are seeing each other doing it, it's giving us more morals. Right. So there'll come to a point we can do it globally. Black people, we are too behind. We are too behind. And the way the world is going, if we don't sit up, we can lose too much, and that can never happen. There's a revolution going on. For there to be less bloodshed, I say we switch from demonstration and we go to strike.
Strike. Everyone at that. Thank you very much. And then indeed, we are watching, right? Thank you so much. You have a good one, okay? Well, that's from, I actually wanted to ask, because our name shows like, you know, the name of the former Ghanaian independent president. I wanted to ask her, are you related to Nkrumah? But I forgot that. So I have another caller though. Here, hello. Are you still there?
Yeah, hello, Mayegu.
Hello, sir. How are you?
How you doing? I'm fine, thank you.
Very well. Thanks for asking. Please.
Yeah, I'm calling from the US.
Grand Baba.
I'm all right. Pressure Tiwa, Mayegu.
Everywhere.
Pressure Tiwa.
You will need to talk to me on the phone, please. You will need to leave that broadcast, or else we are going to be like, it's going to become awkward, okay? That means you are going to be talking and then you're going to wait and talk. So you need to either mute the broadcast, right? So that we can talk. Others can listen to us. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Nice now.
Okay. Please. Yeah, I want to appreciate you for the good work you're doing.
Thanks,
I've been glued to my TV today, watching you and seeing the good things you're doing. Thanks, I mean, it's quite unfortunate that Nigerians are experiencing what they are currently experiencing. So shameful that in 2024, honestly, we'll still have some educated illiterates, especially those who are living in diaspora, who are enjoying good things here, but you see them supporting bad governance in Nigeria. I think Nigerian people have woken up, and I'm glad that they've spoken up, and the government needs to just listen to the people once and for all. I mean, those who are holding Nigeria to ransom are not up to 1,000.
I mean,
so there's no how they can, they're not up to 1,000 in number. So there's no how they can actually capture over 200 million Nigerians. So it's quite unfortunate. I don't have much to say. I need to let other people talk. Thank you for doing a great job. I appreciate you.
I know. Thanks a lot as well. Okay, for this. You have a good one yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
Solid one. I have. Well, this is my man. He loves to be called Nobody. How are you today, Baba?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
My good general.
Yes, sir.
First. Because you've done, you keep doing tremendous work, as we know. You've been the heartbeat of the brewing revolution, which is going on at this point in time in the whole of West Africa.
Like you, I've seen a lot. You've been like, I was like, oh my God, he's still so busy. How come I haven't heard from you in a while?
That's the story we'll talk another day. There's a lot that's happened. But I just wanted to point out one thing, because you keep speaking about these people in this country and in America who live abroad, take all the benefits of these countries, and then support these criminals, plutocrats in Nigeria. I'd like to point out one particular individual. We're in front of the embassy today, this evening, doing day 2 of the protest.
Right.
The 10 days of rage. We're doing day 2. Tomorrow is day 3. So anybody who would like to join Nigerian Embassy, anytime you feel to turn up, but we're there from 6 p.m. But anyway, individual came along. He introduced himself as the deputy, the deputy mayor of Luton. He says he works in the cabinet office. I said I would call him out. He came there and he began to sing the praises of Tinubu. This man here, young man in this country, began to sing the praises of Tinubu. Tinubu being the best president ever, the best policies, that he's taken the country somewhere. When we questioned him vigorously, he had no answers. He had absolutely no answers, none whatsoever. But yet he was adamant in his support. This is the person who is the deputy mayor of Luton. You can Google him. You will see him. You will see him when he came into office on the 16th of July.
Is it still the main deputy mayor of Luton or former?
He is the deputy mayor of Luton as we speak.
Oh dear.
I Googled him just to make sure I know exactly who I'm talking about. I think I even have his details right in front of me. Let me just quickly get them up. And he's Nigerian. He was proudly wearing his cap and his gown when they were swearing him in. Yes? So just so we know, we don't know which agency sent him. We don't know why you came. You know the people are protesting. You said you came to say your own. You said your own. There is absolutely nothing that you said that was of any truth. We asked you about the 400. The young man.
Okay, now you're gonna do me a favor because I want to show his face to my viewers. Okay, so tell me what is his name again? Is his name? Hang on.
Babatunde, I think it is.
Let's see.
Babatunde.
Babatunde.
He knows himself. That's him.
Babatunde.
That's him. Tinubu supporter.
He's a deputy mayor in Luton. He was still pretty much supporting the enslavement of his own supposed citizen in Nigeria. So you see what we're talking about?
Citizen.
See that?
That's the person we're talking about. Me, I can stand on that. I have witnesses. They were there. We listened. We lambasted him. We questioned him. He didn't want to answer the questions. We asked him about the 460. He said he's not criminal. We asked him, you see,
now, you have him on your screen right now, I believe. Is that him?
Yeah, let me. He's standing there with his cap on his head. That's him. You have him. You have him.
Great.
You have him. That's our person. Deputy mayor. Is that the deputy mayor?
Yeah.
No, I think that's the mayor.
Babatunde Ajishola, deputy mayor of Luton.
That's him. Deputy mayor of Luton. Let me make sure it's the right guy. No, that's the picture you've got is the mayor of Luton, I believe.
All right, that's him on the side. Because I've got
no. That's not him. That's the mayor of Luton.
Okay.
The one I've got is He's the deputy mayor of Luton. Let me get him up because I had him on my screen. It is Babatunde. It is Babatunde.
Really?
It is. He's got a beard.
Go ahead. I'll go look for another one. This is Babatunde.
If you Google him, you will see him. Yep.
Well, that's
is it Babatunde? Yeah, it is Babatunde Ajishola. That's it.
Right.
That's who it is. Yeah, that's exactly who it is. He didn't want to go on. He wanted to go on camera to talk nonsense, but when we were talking things which were critical, he didn't want to go on camera. Right. So we filmed there today, but he didn't want to go on camera. And then we just have to be careful because you see Nigerians, you think they're young people, you think that they would be understanding of the predicament of other young Nigerians. But lo and behold, right in front of the Nigerian embassy, less than 2 hours ago, this same individual was singing the praises of Tinubu. This same individual. And said he works in cabinet office and he works as the deputy mayor of Luton. I said, how can you, in an election that wasn't election that was stolen, you are now supporting that as an elected official in the UK. In the UK. You, who are benefiting from what the UK has taken from us as a people.
That should be what do you call it? Come on a picture right now. This one seems to be from the last election. I just put up the screen right now. I mean, a picture now.
Yes.
So this should be perfectly described because this Labour Party is a Labour Party member, isn't it?
Yes, correct. That's him.
So this guy came to your protest in London.
This guy came to protest in London to say he works around the corner. He was there this afternoon. He said he comes along. He said it's his right to speak. I said, so, okay, it's your right to speak as it is, but it's our right to question you. When the person began answering with nonsense answers, nonsense, complete and utter nonsense. You're asking them questions about what is happening in the country. Nonsense is being told. Then you began to understand that this person only came to disrupt. He only came to take your energy. I said, if I get chance today, I will expose him for who he is. So those people who don't know, in this country, you will be Labour and claim you're progressive and claim you're acting on behalf of black people. Yet, the people who you're from, you will leave them to suffer in penury, in enslavement in that country, and still be supporting the devil who has taken office in Nigeria.
It's unfortunate, man.
Very unfortunate. This is an unfortunate person. But he's entitled to his own political opinion. But it's good that we should know who he is. Because in this country, he stands for Labour.
You know why this is so unfortunate, right? He came to that place because he's a Yoruba man. And nothing really matters because we are talking about Thiefnubu. But look at somebody like him who traveled thousands of miles away from Yoruba land and got elected as a deputy mayor in Luton. Right?
Yes.
But he is somebody who is right there and he will stand there and tell you, right, the Igbos must leave Yoruba land because they are not respecting their political leaders, which is Thiefnubu. If somebody who has lived in the UK, participated in the UK politics and he wasn't discriminated against, he was elected as a deputy mayor. And right there as a deputy mayor in the UK, he is there promoting dictatorship, tyranny in his own country. That says a lot about him.
That says exactly about him. And he's not an elderly man. He's not one of these people you would imagine shouldn't be in life. This is a young man.
No, he can't be a young man. 44 or maybe at most.
There you go. He's a young man.
He's a young man.
Young man.
Yep.
There he is supporting the devil in office, who is destroyed to the point of where the people.
I don't even think he's even up to 40. This guy I'm looking at, right?
But
the most he can be can't be more than 45. No.
And then on top of that, he's part of Labour Party, which is meant to be for the workers.
Of Labour Party in the UK.
Labour, not Conservative, Labour for the workers. This is the person who's put himself forward. Man. So the reason why I'm saying it is because you come across these people all the time. You think they're on side. They have the same name, the same ethnicity as you. You think they will be on side. You think that they're young. You think that they're knowledgeable. You think that they're aware. And yet they will go and be secretly and openly supporting devilish people. Devilish people. Because where would this person be as an average Nigerian? What would be his wages in Nigeria? How much would they pay him in Nigeria? That Nigeria is so promoted.
I bet his children are going to the public school here, getting the better schools and better healthcare system. But look at him. Look at him.
There you go. There you go. But anyway, that's what I wanted to point out.
Thank you. No, you see, you just did a great expose on one hypocrite that some Ronukus will be using his image in Nigeria that is making Yoruba proud in the UK.
There you go.
But yet in Nigeria, they are championing divisive, dangerous politics of backwardness. So it's good. You exposed him. That's great. Next time you see me around, please make a video. Send them to me.
I will
share it.
I will do.
Good one.
Yes.
You should have a good one.
Speak to again. Keep up the good work.
It is really good to hear from you. Seriously.
Okay.
Thanks so much, sir. Now that's citizen nobody. He loves being called nobody. I have another caller though. Elder, sir, how are you?
Mayegun General Baba.
Yes, sir. Baba.
How are you, my brother?
I am very well, sir. That says, sir, Theophilus Oniyede. Please, sir.
How is the family?
We are doing well, surviving. Thanks for asking, sir.
Yeah, Mayegun, I want to appeal to all the people in the house to please, I'm going to speak in Yoruba today for a purpose.
Okay. I think they can pardon
for
you
a purpose.
That, though.
Please let them pardon me.
I know that is if
let them pardon me.
Be able to complete what you are going to say in Yoruba. You've said that many times here. I want to speak Yoruba. By the time you speak a little bit, so I hope you stick to it. So go for it, sir. They will understand.
Mayegun.
Yes, sir.
Oshe Okushe. Sorry, mo fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ nítorí àwọn kan tí wọ́n send orí mo ka ìtàn send sí ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kan.
Mo kà so that people àwọn èèyàn lè máa sọ pé pé Mayegun just no lè máa threaten me. So I have I have those who are actually watching over me here. And some of you, FL Orijali Agmoni, and I'm quickly warning because majority of them don't have anything to really deal with. And it's not even a joke. So I hope they don't keep pushing, just for his own sake. Osa, go on.
Gbogbo nǹkan tí wọ́n ń ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ làwa ń wò. Ọmọ Yorùbá àtàtà ni wá. Yorùbá nation kò sẹ́ni tó fẹ́ràn Yorùbá tó fẹ́ kí Yorùbá nation dé tó àwa tá wà ní ìlú òyìnbó.
Tell them, sir.
Now, gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń sọ, eléyìí ò kì í ṣe pé ọ̀rọ̀ abẹ́lé. Gbogbo ìgbà tí àwa náà lè nífẹ̀ẹ́ Ìgbòho tó àwa. Gbogbo ètò wọn ṣe yẹn ojú ayé ni. Tí òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ bá dé láti sọ, àá sọ. Àwa ní under this Mayegun program, a mọ nǹkan tá a ṣe. Gbogbo alamọ nǹkan tá a ṣe. Ó dẹ̀ wà ní record, ó wà nílẹ̀. Ihun tí ò yá àwọn people ni pé wọn ò gbọ́ àgbọ́yé nígbà tó ń ṣe program. Many of them ò gbọ́ àgbọ́yé. Mo pè kán nú wọn. Mo pè kán nú wọn láàrin kan bẹ̀ yẹn. Tí ọ̀rọ̀ bá ṣẹlẹ̀, tí ọ̀rọ̀ bá jáde, ẹ jẹ́ ká ní sùúrù. Ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run ní yára láti gbọ́ ṣùgbọ́n lọ́ra láti fèsì. Kò sọ́mọ́ àlè kankan nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Nígbà tí program kan ṣẹlẹ̀ mí ní dárúkọ ẹnì kankan. Wọ́n gbé program yẹn. Nǹkan tí wọ́n ṣe lọ́jọ́ yẹn, wọ́n fi kó bá Ìgbòho fún rẹ̀ tán díẹ̀ lókù. Èmi yìí pé àwọn méjì tó jẹ́ gbòǹgì nínú wọn àti tó wà nílùú òyìnbó àti tó wà ní Nàìjíríà tó ti wá dé ìlú òyìnbó sìn. Mo pe àwọn méjì gbòǹgì mo dẹ̀ sọ pé ihun tẹ́ ẹ ṣe yìí ó kù díẹ̀ káàtó. Nígbà táwọn náà gbé yẹ̀ wò, wọ́n wò pé wọ́n change wọ́n yí òun padà lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn. Àpé kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Gbogbo iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n ń jẹ́ tí many of them ń jẹ́ Ìgbòho ò máa rán wọn o. Mo fẹ́ kí wọ́n mọ̀ wípé tí àtàbá ń bẹ̀rù ajá kì í ṣe ajá là ń bẹ̀rù ẹni tó lajá là ń bẹ̀rù o. Ọ̀wọ̀ ládẹ fúnra wa o kì í ṣe wípé bí apá àmọ̀rọ̀ sọ o. Kì í ṣe tàì tọ̀rọ̀ sọ tàbí tí ó jó o. À ń fúnra wa lọ́wọ́ nítorí pé ilẹ̀ Yorùbá là ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀. Gbogbo nǹkan táwa ń ṣe àṣẹ sílẹ̀ Haúsá àṣẹ sílẹ̀ Ìgbò náà. Téèyàn bá tiẹ̀ fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ á rò ó pé nǹkan tí wọ́n ní lágbájá ìsọ yìí kò sẹ́ni tó ní nọ́mbà Mayegun lọ́wọ́ nínú gbogbo wọn náà. wọ́n lè pè after program pé Mr. Mayegun ọ̀rọ̀ báyìí kí ló dé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ àárọ̀rọ̀ sọ náà kò ń ṣe pé tẹnu a mọ nǹkan tá a ṣe nígbà tí Ìgbòho wà ní Kútọ̀nù náà Mayegun àbí wọ́kọ̀ yìí ni Ọlájẹ́ngbésì kí wọ́n má
àwọn tí èmi máa tí bá fẹ́ sọ pé tí mo bá fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan sọ right mo máa ń direct message mi sáà fẹ́ direct sí ni so mi ò really like láti wo ariwo àwọn tó máa react sí
that's it ṣé orí bó ṣe dákẹ́ yẹn ìwọ dákẹ́ àsìkò ọ̀rọ̀ ò tí ì tó àsìkò ọ̀rọ̀ dẹ̀ máa tó bá yá àdúrà tiwa àti ìgbésẹ̀ táwa ń gbé kọ́lọ́run kò ti gbogbo wa lẹ́yìn
elder
torí ọ̀nà kan ṣokọ́ ló wọ ọjà Mayegun máa bá ètò lọ wo inú lóko ẹyẹ ń gbé o inú lóko ẹyẹ ń gbé Mayegun inú lóko ẹyẹ ń gbé o ṣe àdá fún ẹ mí ní wáìtì mí ní wáìtì yeah.
That's a sad. I mean, elder, or you say sir, Now that was him there trying to, that's how the Yoruba leaders or elders. That's what they do. Okay, they will say that sometimes when the elder says, come here, kind of rub you around, and they have a way with words. Okay, they have a way with words when they can get you to compose your comport kind of. So that's what that elder just did. He wouldn't want me to begin to sort of throw tantrum around faceless sewage dwellers, so to say. People insult me. I just don't like, I don't appreciate people lying against me. Do you get that now? Like you can abuse me. I mean, I come on my program. Sometimes I just put on any shirts. I am not conscious of almost some certain things like others. You get that now? So if I remember to comb my hair, I'll comb it. As long as I'm not really so obvious, right? What matters to me most is that what I have to say. And you can look at me and say whatever you like about me, but just don't lie about me. There's one guy who said I was sacked. Like one of them, he went to go and make a video. He was guys, and this happened to be somebody that has actually benefited from me, and he didn't even know. But he's abusing me right now, lying. No, not abusing me, lying against me. And then he said others are making videos and abusing me and all of that. So normal, I won't come here to waste your time, okay? And be talking about these guys. So if I have something that I know is so important, I want to say about what they are doing that I know is going to affect, other things, I'll say it. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, majority of those who think they want to defend Igbo, they just have no idea at all of what's going on. They just want to talk and all that. So elder was telling me, listen, ignore them. That's the point. Okay. So sorry that we had to speak Yoruba for a while, because he was not just talking to me, he was talking to others who probably will see this video. It doesn't really matter. Okay. So one of them went on to say, I was sacked in Sky. How many of you will remember the day I left when I put in my resignation in Sky, because I was expecting my daughter. We were to have Yewande, remember? We were to have Yewande, and I had to do my program. I can't combine all of that. And to be honest, right, I have MaiyegunsDiary political that actually gives me ×3 or ×4 of what I have to work for in Sky for 18 days a month. So why am I even going there to, they didn't even want me to go. Then somebody went on to make a video and said, I was actually the best Sky's customer service advisor when I was there, right? For 3 years. So I was the best with all my this award and all that. So then somebody went on because they wanted to defend the Igbo. Why are you even defending Igbo? Show Yahweh, like, who you be? So why they want to defend Igbo, they now said that I was sacked in Sky because I stole money. Can you believe that? Person where they somewhere in Lagos right now, in that shithole, wanted to sound Yeah, like they are loyal to Igbo. And he went on to go and lie about me. That's why I said, don't do that. I'm not even going to get offended if you even lie against me or anything. I'm just going to come. I'm going to come after you to please say the truth. So that boy that made a video and said I was sacked in a place that you don't even touch money. How do a senior customer service advisor, how would you be able to steal money from the biggest TV network or TV, sort of a TV business, so to say, digital TV business in the entire, almost biggest in the entire Europe. So Sky, so you can't say that lie about me because you want to defend someone who has been soiling his hand, destroying all the whatever gain is made over the years. So, and I've seen that, right? And I would expose that, I promise you, right? So if you move mad, I'll do that. But you don't have to lie against me. You don't have to lie to feel good. And if you think I say something I'm not supposed to say about you, you can sue me too. Sorry, I have a caller I left there. And somehow, I just took forever. So I will take this.
If you move mad, I'll do that.
Hello there.
Hello, my good general. I got through today. Yay!
Yes, you got through. How are you today?
Good evening, my brother. I am fine. How's the family? I hope everybody is good.
Oh, we are very well. Thanks so much for asking. Thank you, ma'am.
We thank God. We thank God. Thank you so much for everything that you do.
Thank you.
Since I started listening to your program, well, I listen at the background. I know I've called once. This is my second time calling. And my name is Aisha. My first name is Aisha. Yes, I call myself Empress on YouTube. Yes.
Great. So, Lady Aisha, I will just say, Our Lady, thank you so much for calling back again, okay? Please.
Thank you. Thank you. Since I started listening to your program many years ago, there's one thing I've learned to do for myself. And that thing is to stop sending money unnecessarily to Nigeria and to Nigerians. The only person I send money to today is my mother. Whether you're my brother, my sister, my cousin, my nephew, nothing. You know why? During the election, my family did something that really broke my heart, and that is some of them went and voted for APC.
Wow.
When Buhari's period finished, after all the sufferings that everybody was going through, Tinubu came, they still went and voted for Tinubu. I was like, why are you people doing this? Are you guys not seeing what is going on? And they were like, oh, no. The other parties don't have any structure. APC is the only one that has a structure.
They said that to your face, like to your face.
They said it.
Some people never tried that with me. Well, maybe because I'm Mayegunsha. Nobody didn't say that to my face. Like people have, in this day and time, they had the audacity to say it to your face, man, right? Now I understand why you are broken then. Go on, ma'am. Go on.
You know, my friend has this classmate of hers. I'm talking about a man that is in his late 40s, almost 50. He lives in Lagos, right? This man goes, I think it's one of those political talks. He went to school because he was a classmate of a very best friend of mine. This man begs all the time. Please, things are hard. Dash me this. And my friend will be dashing him 20,000, 50,000. One day I called my friend. I said, are you mad? Can't you see what these people are doing? So 2 days ago, she called this man and she was like, oh, are you going out to protest? He said, no, protest. I'm not going anywhere to protest. Things are very good. I don't understand why people are making so much noise. Everything is fine in Nigeria. Wow. When she told me, I was like, why are you always calling such people? You should learn to cut off. No. My mother was
going to make your friend's health worsen if she doesn't stop now.
No, she has. She has. She stopped sending money. But what she does is she calls them every now and then to know what is going on. And I said, you don't need to be calling people. Just tune into my good general. Just
don't ever make a mistake
that's
and
all
say,
the
now
news
are
you need to
you
hear.
to them.
Exactly.
Or you are doing the mistake. You are saying now it's everything. Don't do that mistake, if you don't get money for bank,
I want to say this to my fellow Nigerians living abroad.
Yes, ma'am.
I know majority of us have alternative citizenship or whatever it is that we have. And many of us are looking, back home and all that. But you see those of us living abroad that are having good life. You can work 9 to 5, whatever job you do, you earn your money, you pay your bills, and you still have to go to holiday to, maybe to Spain or whatever it is to enjoy your life. And you still allow yourself to be used and manipulated to believe and trust in those people that are making our country bad. The same country we fled, we ran away from. We should all be ashamed of ourselves.
Every one of us doing that.
And anybody that trusts these people, that believes in these people, that support these people, to never be well with them and their family members.
I mean,
that is all I have to say
today. Thank you so much, my
Yesterday,
lady.
my mother was in the farm and she was hearing gunshots all the way from Suleja. Gunshots during the protest. Well, anyway, my own is that the country should just break up.
And now
the country should just break.
You know what? We need the people to keep the momentum going, because once they've managed to do day 1, day 2, now tomorrow is day 3, they should break it through as well. Day 4, as the number grows and these guys continue to kind of unleash violence on them, and more people join them, there is always going to be a light at the end of this kind of a tunnel. This one,
I pray so.
But you must not repent.
I pray so. I hope the light leads us to where we're going to break up. That country cannot remain as one, in my opinion.
It will.
By God's grace,
Amen.
We'll get there.
Thank you so
much.
Thank you
so much.
Yes,
God bless you.
Aisha,
thank you, sir.
Okay? Bless you. Yeah, I have another caller, okay, but I only have just about 25 minutes to go. In fact, it's actually 20 minutes. The remaining 5 minutes is just for me to say bye-bye, right? So if you are still planning to call in tonight, you better do it now before it is too late. Or you should please take a moment and like the broadcast too, if you haven't. Please. Yeah, I've got a caller.
Good evening, Mr.
Maiyegun.
This is Old Up.
It is Old Up from Leeds.
Yeah, this afternoon I was listening to you, but then I just thought, let me just listen, enjoy the whole thing. But I'm just a bit disappointed, I would say, because the people weren't enough in Alausa area and all. So I don't know what is happening. We are not gathering enough. So I just hope, finger crossed, that people will, they will turn out tomorrow. Yes.
Because if they are right, all those policemen trying to order them around, they won't even have that leverage. Rather, they will just be negotiating with them around the place. But yes.
Yes, at least the relationship between the police and the people, at least the little, I can see that they're a bit friendly, they were talking and this and that, which hopefully they will keep it up like that. But although in other places it wasn't like that, but I just hope that
Wike is doing in Abuja. Wike is committing a war crime and he's enjoying it.
Wike is a bulldog now. He's a dog. He's a Tinubu's dog. So it's like, with rabies. So where everyone have to be careful. So now it's going on as if it's the lawmakers that are doing all this. Although I know that there's some, you can't attack the inside. It's the insider that we attack the insider anyway. So, but there's no amount of money that this Tinubu administration thinks that they have. The more money they are giving, the more money they will have to give. That's right. So. And that is a miscalculation, because all his idea is about spending money,
that's why he's been doing in Lagos as well. To give them food.
Yes.
Give all their fast, give some of them cows, add their rice to eat, add money to some others, and they always look forward to next year. Imam will be looking forward to his own. Joe will be looking forward to our own. Dine too.
Yeah.
Everybody, that's how he runs it. That they said he did so well in Lagos.
No production. No accountability. Nothing. It's just government. We go to international space, find collect their arms, come back. Steal the one they want to steal, put it somewhere for the next election, and then they want to continue to circle like that. and then so at some point it will break. There's no way you can't hold on to that. You need to be true. Yes, you won't have to be true to oneself. That's why, because the way he got there, he can't really do much. So it is easy to say things, to use word of mouth to say things, that subsidies off, whatever. But the actual thing, the action is not been done. And now I'm pretty sure is now, as we speak, all his people, he himself is consulting. That's what is going on at the moment. So they can't really come out, okay, where is all this problem coming from? What do I say? Because he hasn't got anything in up here. Up in the head, he hasn't got the idea. They don't know what to do. They just want to hold that position as long as they can hold it for, let people wait.
They can get the people out or scare them out. And once they go back or go out of the street, business just goes back to business as usual.
Yeah, so so they masquerade around this because they want people to let's wait for the next election, 27. Before you know what's going on, they will change the whole game again. Before you know what's going on, Tinubu is in again to wait for the
and everybody's counting their losses, death and all that.
So so it's just the continuation. And then if they don't change it now, it will get worse. Tinubu is small. After this guy, if he manages to, hold on to this thing till it will get worse, it won't get better. People should understand that, because things, every changes in governance is always changes. Is getting from fire to fire.
Because
and now
the next person is going to bring his own people, and instead of lifting the people out of poverty, now them they'll go to lift out of poverty. Have you not noticed? When Bukwari came, they said they want to lift Nigerians out of poverty. By the time Bukwari was going, all of them became billionaires. They're not the poor again, but Nigerians became poorer. Look at Tinubu as well. They said they will lift people out of poverty. Look at those he's been given his appointments and their lifestyle. They have been the ones who are now out of poverty. Have you not noticed? But the people are more poorer. So if any other person comes in again, it will bring all his own people, poor people, hungry people. They will become ministers, PAs, SAs, and all of that. Then they will be out of poverty. In order to keep them out of poverty, they take it from you.
For how many years?
From you.
Yes, even they themselves. For how many years are they going to be rich for?
They don't care.
So now it is from fire to fire, from fire to furnace, from furnace to a volcano, heat, and then from volcano heat to hellfire.
Okay,
that's what it is. So all this, so well,
I will leave it to that. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So tomorrow is another day. Yeah. Keep up with the good work that you're doing, and you will continue to be blessed. Yeah.
Amen. And you too. Always take it easy,
thank
bro.
you.
All right.
Yeah.
Good night.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yes, man. Now that's old up, and I also have another caller on the line. Even though we have just about 15 minutes to go, that seems to still be a lot. So don't worry. I'll remind you what you need to do in another 5 minutes before we now kind of call it a night. So here is another caller. Hello there.
Hello, Michael. Good evening. Balogun.
Hello, ma. That's a Princess Balogun.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Yeah, how are you?
Very well.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm okay.
Class.
I'm very fine. Well done.
Thanks.
Good evening, everybody. I am very happy Mr. Uniide was able to call him, to say what he said, I'm super proud of him. We talked about this behind closed doors. We've talked about this personally. You don't have to take anything to heart.
No.
I know who you are.
There's a bigger
Majority
picture,
of us do. Yes, majority of us know who you are, and we know what you stand for. You can remember we had this discussion, Maiyegu, about this leaving your work. So when I saw that video, when I saw that broadcast, you called me and you were like, Princess, this is this is that. should we go like this? This is how much I make from YouTube. This is how much I make from, and we had that conversation that year.
Yes.
Before you and they came. And you know, when
I was contemplating that should I now? And everybody was like,
yes,
Baba,
and
you are
I
so
said
okay
you should
now.
go ahead.
I go, well, all right, bye now. Come on.
Yeah.
And you know, all of you here even said I should go and leave my job. You remember? Mayego, we need you. We need you here. See, we will pay you. Now somebody think I stole money in Sky. Sky don't get money.
You can't. Well, Mayego, I've told you there are some people you will not listen to.
No.
Like I am. Yeah. There is something they call sapiosexual. That's who I am. If you're not mentally okay, like you're intelligent, like you do critical thinking, I might not be having conversation with you. Whatever you say, I'll just nod my head and tell you, yes, it is okay, it is fine. So you know, when that boy was making that video, did you see the sound he was making? Oh my end to be elected. It was sounding, there was this oink oink kind of sound behind, and you want to listen to people like that? Àtẹ̀tọ́ sọ pé àwọn ọmọ òun máa jáde àtàwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ gbogbo wọn wọn ọ̀tọ̀ ẹyọ kan gbogbo dàbí secretary onígẹdú.
You know?
And you want to engage people like that?
No, I can't. I promise.
You won't do that, so not fall our hand though. As we keep quiet, just
did you not see where that even came into the whole conversation, right? It's just something that someone just felt like they just needed to talk to me because it's mostly irrelevant. And I respect a lot of people here, okay, because I know my audience, right? I know people who sit to watch this program. They don't want to sit down here and see me shouting about some people they don't even know. Like, who is he talking about? Imagine me seated here and all of you
giving
are
them
for
publicity,
1 hour.
And
I'm just
that very
shouting.
publicity
Like,
they were trying to get. That's why when someone came in the comment section, I was like, Maiyegu, they are said you think we are stuck illiterate here?
You get
we don't do that here. We can't reply every Tom, Dick, and Harry. But on top of that, ready. Jerry. Well, Lagos is looking good, but there might be crisis tomorrow.
I saw Ahmed.
Yeah,
it's
looking good. Yeah, Ahmed was out
him and you went back, or you stayed?
Yes. I dropped him and left.
Right.
You know, and I saw a little bit of Agberos coming out. They make daily money.
I know.
So they might be a very great tool. A very great tool and a very dangerous one that the politicians might try to use on the protesters. Because while they were coming into the scene, the police saw them and the protesters were shouting that, did you see these people? Can't you see them? Can't you? And the police were like, have they done anything? Have they attacked anyone? And the protesters were like, are you waiting for them to attack before you do something about them? You know, they came out and, you know, they were eager to cause chaos because they make money on daily basis. And this is day 2 of them not extorting Lagosians, not extorting people, you know, forcefully taking money from people. And they're going minus whatever number.
You don't want them to rehabilitate you. They
cannot be treated. So because minus them me. So there is every possibility they come out tomorrow, re-strategize, come out and attack the protesters, but the police are there. And I want to tell
they always there until the protesters are attacked, the police won't shoot and all of that. I mean, they won't actually separate. Why?
The police won't even try. My police will not try. They've been outnumbered. You bring 10, 15 people to stand in front of people with guns. And your men how many people do they want to kill? Immediately you notice that people are ready to die. It is more of a revolution at that time. Do you understand what I'm saying? The military cannot do anything because the military cannot mount 2 states.
It automatically turns to a Bukuni form of no to Fogoshe. What is the English of that in Bible?
Yes, they cannot mount 2 states at a time. It has always been 1 state at a time. It has always been 1 region at a time. If there is chaos in Lagos, Abuja, Kano, The military cannot handle it. The military can only go to the eastern part of the country and start shooting sporadically, going to people's houses and start bringing them out. They cannot face the crowd. This crowd, we overwhelm them. We have talked about the power of number. That is what our people are using right now. That's the only power they have. They should always come out in numbers, and then we have number any foolishness and any wicked politicians and any military and any police. That is it, very good.
Thank you so much, Princess. Can you nice evening? Oh, nice one. So I am thinking of taking my last call, but hang on. How many minutes is that? Okay, I have just about 3 more minutes to go, or 5 at most. So please take a moment and like this broadcast if you haven't already. Please do. Okay. Yeah.
My brother, how you doing now?
I am very well. Oh, on your side.
I give God the glory, man. First of all, make I thank you for your good job, man.
Thank you so much.
God give you long life, man.
Thank you.
God give you long life. What in the really pain? What in the really pain me?
Tell us.
Number one, I must recommend that woman, but it go there very hard for us to do that arrangement which they talk to go on strike. You understand? That strike no go work. That strike no go work. Because we don't get one mind, we need united. That is the problem.
That's another thing.
You understand? Now, very good idea with the woman from Ghana, the first caller.
Yeah.
You understand? Very good idea, yes. I tell you the gospel truth. Then secondly, what thing they make me the best? Now, this military man, I don't know what thing Tinubu don't turn Nigeria to. I don't understand. Military man, they tell us, say, a chief of defense. I know see that kind of thing happen for Ghana.
They are on standby.
Chief of defense staff, we're supposed to for barracks. They talk, say, go fight for Bush. They talk, say government, the economy, they're good. If they talk on behalf of the federal government, I don't understand. I don't know, man. That guy don't fuck us up, man. Tinubu don't fuck Nigeria up, I swear to God.
And I just want you, by the time he's done, majority of you will not recognize that place anymore at all. You see?
Now, it is now or never. It is now or never. Now to free Nigeria, it is now or never. If this thing, if we don't do them now, we'll not go meet that. You know, see what you hear. What in that guy they talk. You hear what in the guy they talk.
I don't know how many people pay. I don't know if people really pay attention to his word for word. It was practically just saying that the protesters are guilty, and the only thing they're just waiting for right now to clear them out of the whole place is what? Another. That's exactly what he said to the media there. He also told the media to stop reporting the protest. Stop reporting what is going on. Like, give a media blackout. Really? Like, from the chief of defense staff in Nigeria. The country is going.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Somebody was supposed to Kaduna, they fight Boko Haram. They keep people for... Can you imagine?
They tell them go bring all in soldiers, bring them from the war front. I mean, from the Boko Haram front, bring them into town. Maybe they come, they shoot harmless protesters. And he said they are waiting. Right now, Nigeria is vulnerable, okay? Nobody saying it's safe before. It's not vulnerable now, okay? That the terrorists can strike anywhere and take anyone whenever they want because there are no real protection anywhere right now as I speak.
But with the democracy now, people know they are going to talk to this guy, make him know his level. He get limits now. He has
supposed to limits, but now state capture, people they deal with, man.
Now state capture, but imagine they tell us the federal government is doing well. And the first time for my life since I was born, grow up to this age, and the young military man, they tell us the military is doing well. Something we no consign now. Where it's supposed to be for balance. Even for Kenya, I know see the chief of defense staff come out, talk. Now this one like past state capture. It passed state capture. Tinubu don't. I don't know where. I they pray God. Oh God, make it help Nigeria because I don't know what will happen.
But you know something, right? The people of Nigeria, they've shown to us, in fairness now, they've shown to us that they have it in them. And they will stand up and face these criminals, but they will need all our support, everyone's support that you can get from everywhere in order to keep the momentum up. So that theory of them being scared, cowards, is no longer applicable to them anymore, in my own opinion. You know?
Yes. I give kudos to Deji. I hail him, man. Deji, very correct.
And they do right for now. So yeah.
No, very correct guy. Yeah, very correct guy.
These guys are actually risking it. So if all of us want to be honest, okay,
yes,
none of this thing is actually as easy. See, we seated here now. We are looking at all these things that happened, and a lot of us have become emotional. A lot of people have become distressed.
Wow.
There are those people who got inspired. Some people just felt alive and say, yes, I love this is going on, right? But the one thing every one of us should remember is this. Every individual out there is actually risking his life. Yeah, it is worth it.
Of course.
Yeah, but every one of us who is not there should always have it at the back of our mind that out there, the government of Nigeria want to kill every one of them. So when you see somebody out there, let's support them.
I do my best, Mayegun. I'm not gonna lie for you. I do my best.
God bless you so much, man.
I do my best, but make they tell that man, make they tell that defense staff, make you go Kaduna, I've been like Kano. Make you go stay for Barak. If Tinubu don't buy her, make it take in time. Nigeria we not there for that level. You know below a democracy with there.
You know. Thank you so much, Mazi.
I appreciate you, my brother. God bless you. Have a wonderful night, my brother.
You have a good one,
care.
okay?
All right.
Lovely. So I am supposed to just call it a night, which is what I'm going to do now. I know some people probably feel like, oh, no, you need to take just one more too. No. Now I work 6 hours a day. No, I present 6 hours a day. Then I work for maybe another 8 hours. Can you believe that? It's pretty much like I work like 14 hours a day or 15 hours a day. Because you see, to put together all my program, like I kind of do my best to bring them together the way I present them to you all the time. It simply means that even when I am not here presenting anything, I am still working. Now I'm going to be here till like 12, kind of finish other editing stuff and all of that. Then I'm going to start putting other things in place against tomorrow. Then I'm going to go home. Let's say I'll get home by 12:30. Then I'm going to relax for maybe a few minutes. Then I'm going to go and have my dinner. You know, that's how I live my life. That's how I live my life. And that is why most of the time I only eat just once in a day. Or I don't eat at all. Can you believe that? Like no food at all. Because I drink a lot of tea, right? So I actually work more than 15 hours a day in order to always come to this screen and fulfill the session of Mayegun. I appreciate it too. Like when I'm burnt out, when I'm like burnt out, right? You just be waiting and be like, Mayegun is not coming tonight, ne? No, I'm not. That means I'm already like burnt out. I have a studio that is more than if you value my studio, like it would be like it's like over 60,000 pounds sterling. That's a lot. So I don't go to bed most of the night until after 3 a.m. 3 a.m. Like that's my life every day. When I say good night and everybody some of you just roll on your bed and just put the duvet. Mayegun, very lovely program. It is not really over for me. You get that? So I work a lot in order to keep the standard of this platform going. And it does tell on me, right? So that is why I'm always very grateful to everyone who turns around and says, Mayegun, well done. Good job. Because I've told myself that what I'm doing is a thankless job, right? Yeah, I'm being kind of compensated by the platforms where my content are appearing, right? And I get paid good money. I won't deny that. I get paid good money. But it's mostly not just about that money. It is the fact that there is a standard I have built and I've come to love that can never fall down or fall below. And to keep that standard up, Baba, a job. So Mekuna just take me as you see me. If I appear to you, say I don't look fat. Am I going to Martin Toby there? Yeah. And if you see me skinny like that, just know that Mayegun, you need some rest. People say that to me here all the time, right? Mayegun, you need to get some rest. I'm like, I feel I'm all right. I've been like this for the past 10 years. Don't forget. So if there's anything that I am going to actually change at all, is that you should please stop worrying about me. Okay? And I will see you again next time. Thank you. Like this, share it, and I will see you later. So good night from here. Odaro.
Máyégún làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
MaiyegunDiary, Nayibi #1.
Máyégún làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
MaiyegunDiary, Nayibi #1.
Máyégún ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
MaiyegunDiary, Nayibi #1.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
MaiyegunDiary, Nayibi #1.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Máyégún já wa sí.
MaiyegunDiary, Nayibi #1.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
MaiyegunDiary, Nayibi #1.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Máyégún máa wí.
MaiyegunDiary, Nayibi #1.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
MaiyegunDiary, Nayibi #1.
MaiyegunDiary, diary political.
MaiyegunDiary, Nayibi #1.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Máyégún.
MaiyegunDiary, Nayibi #1.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu.
MaiyegunDiary, Nayibi #1.
Àní Máyégún làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
MaiyegunDiary, Nayibi #1.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Òkúra olóṣèlú.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Ayé.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí.